Welcome, everyone. This is Saturday Evening Chats, episode 132, and flying solo tonight.
In a world of uncertainty and turmoil, one man stands alone, along with his faithful sidekick. A man who entertains and educates the masses weekly, 70% of the time. Born out of the dusty plains of Washington State, now from the coastal forests of Oregon. The man, the myth, the man, G23.
So, little update on the leg issue. We're down to 2 visits a week, and possibly going to a single visit a week for bandage changes. We're not 100% sure. So, we'll find out on Tuesday how everything's going to go. Welcome, Rob D.
How's it going?
Not bad at all. How are you?
All right. How's the leg?
It's healing pretty quick. No longer, well, the wound vac's been gone for going on 2 weeks now. And doing 2 times a week bandage changes. So down from 3 times a week, and possibly Tuesday we'll find out if it's going to go to a single time a week. Having to drive 2 hours each way. So,
well, at least you got some progress, so glad to hear that.
Yep. We're slowly getting better. How's it been for you?
Things have been good. No problems. So, like I said, just glad to hear you're back on track. But, yeah. I just finished up dinner, so sorry I was a minute late in here.
That's all right. So, you get a salad for supper?
No, mixed vegetables, mashed potatoes, and steak. So, no salad tonight.
Yeah, the wife's got a Southwest avocado salad, and when she's not paying attention, I'm going to be stealing a couple bites of that, I guarantee you.
Where'd you get that from?
I don't remember. So, what's going on, Artak? It's been a while since you've been here.
Yeah, I guess somebody forgot my email or something. I snuck in because somebody left a damn thread out there in the chat.
Yeah. Well,
actually, it's the first time I've had a Saturday off in a long time. So
I know. I was gonna say, I know you had been working Saturday, so I was like, well, if he's working, I'm not gonna interrupt his job, you know.
Oh, trust me, it's dead on the weekends there at night. That's why I work nights. I have FOT time.
Yep. That's one thing I hated about working nights or graveyard is, like, there was a lot of downtime, and so you get bored. Or at least I always got bored.
Well, when I was working those midnight shifts, it wasn't that bad because at the time Clover had a show on, Gary, yours, Ghost, somebody or somebody else all had a show on at night, so I can always Alaskan Ballistics. I'd get on his sometimes too. So that kind of made the night pass pretty well, pretty fast. But now I work those mids, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah, when I was working graveyard or swing shift, it was before like cell phones were a big deal, and so and even if you did have a cell phone, you didn't have like internet really on your cell phone because it was just way too damn expensive. So there was no, I'm gonna go hang out, and play around on Facebook or on YouTube, stuff like that. It sucks being old.
Yeah, but the previous employer I had was great with letting us have internet, and as long as I got what I need to get done, he didn't care, which was great because you don't get too many employers like that. Kind of spoiled me, really.
That does happen. There are some really good employers out there that will spoil the crap out of their employees and treat them good, and then there's other employees that you're just a number and you're easily replaceable. So.
Yeah, that's true. The sad thing is there's more of the latter out there.
Okay, so Miss Vanessa Kitty, I'm not super old, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm older than you are, G.
I was born in 80.
Yeah, I got you by 5 years.
So 42 going on 43. Yep.
Old ass man.
Who are you talking to, Rob? Are you the old man here now?
Talking to both of you. You're both old.
Yeah.
He's yelling old and he's like 40.
My life goal is to be the 90-year-old fat guy that no one understands how they live that long.
That's a good goal. Chicago Mike says I'm the youngest here. Vanessa says that means I retired from the Air Force when you were 16.
Who? Me, you, Rob?
I think she's talking about me.
Oh.
She entered the Air Force in 80.
Oh, yeah.
See, I was born shortly after Mount St. Helens exploded in the same state that Helens exploded in.
I can actually kind of remember watching that on TV in 1980.
And the wife's over here is going, and we blame you.
So what's she say, that you're the afterbirth of Mount St. Helen?
I guess so. Or the fact that, because my mom got pregnant with me, that's what caused Mount St. Helens to explode.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure how she's referring to it, but
or is she saying that you're a product of Mount St. Helen, and when Mount St. Helen blew, that was like the equivalent of the water breaking?
No, well, Mount St. Helens exploded May 15th of 80, and I was roughly 6 months later.
Oh, okay. So the aftermath.
Yeah.
So let me give Rob a badass kid update.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's going on now?
Um.
Any charges?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
Let's see. How can I say this and not be too terrible? She got caught sneaking out. Yeah.
Mmm.
Yeah. Uh,
Good.
and she got that ass tanned a time or 12, and that should be okay. But then earlier January, she's just coming off a 2-month school suspension for fighting.
Okay. She started or finished it?
Oh no! You know the policy is you don't swing first, and if somebody starts something, you finish it.
So, in
That's my policy
right. So that's
for
why
her.
I was asking: did she start or finish it?
She finished it.
Okay.
She
Well,
was well. You know how kids, high
yeah,
school kids, they
yeah.
you know
That's the
uh,
school.
yeah
So
they like to run that pie hole.
yeah.
Well, except that this was videotaped.
Oh
She
yeah.
was sitting on the bleachers, the fold up bleachers. So this was like 5 high and it's folded up flat against the wall. She's sitting on the end. Big girl. When I mean big girl, she's like twice the size of Victoria. And she come over and grabbed her to try to pull her off the bench. So now if that would have happened, she'd have busted that melon open. And then Rick would have went up there and things would have went bad for the school. But she held on, managed to kick this big girl 3 or 4 times. And then big girl tried to come back, got her off her legs, and big girl come back again for round 2, and then she started blasting her in the pie hole. And that time, Coach Waddle, as I call him, he waddled over there because he was in no hurry. Just
Yeah.
walked. He took a stroll. Let's put it that way. He wasn't walking fast. He wasn't running. He just strolled over that way to pull Big Girl off. Big Girl gets suspended Thursday. Victoria gets suspended the next day, all the way until now. This is like January 28th, and she didn't go back to school. Get to go back to school to the 14th of March.
Wow.
And then the principal had the gall to call me and say, "Well, I'm not pressing charges on her." I was like, "For defending herself? I seen the video." "Oh, you did?" "Yeah, I saw the video." I said, "As an adult, somebody whooping your ass, are you going to take it?" "Well, no." I said, "Then why should she? Because she's a child? Because she's in school? The dog don't hunt."
How old was the other girl?
Same age, there's in the same grade, 10th grade.
Yeah, depending on states
15.
like that, technically you could be pressing charges on them. Yeah.
Well,
But
yeah.
that's a whole nother story, and I
Right.
don't see the point in half the case anyway. But that's but
Right.
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. And
Oh,
the sneaking out thing, was this with friends or with somebody special?
we haven't got that. We don't know. Supposedly it
Oh,
was a
that's a
friend.
big
Yeah.
difference there.
Yeah. I know. And I said, next time I talk to Rob, I'm gonna let him know that.
Oh shit.
And I don't know if I think she's asleep or she already been in here already. So anyway, it's been exciting the last couple months.
Yeah, I wish you luck, man. Teenage daughters are a handful. People talk about the boys, but they just don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They don't. This is the second girl, and we're talking deja vu all over again.
You know, yeah, teenage girls are way worse than teenage boys.
I think so. I mean, boys' trouble is more direct there's a fight somewhere, or this or that. I mean, it's more, trespassing, cutting through somebody's yard. It's more kind of direct. The girls seem to be a little more clever about things typically. So, That's where, more deception involved, where you got to be real cautious of things. So, and I don't mean nothing against women in general. I'm just saying from my experiences, gray hairs come from the girls.
Oh yeah. That's where all my gray hair come from. Now, on the other hand, the old grandson here, he's only 3, but he's going to be a mini me. Oh, hey, Victoria. Online. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on live.
Rob on there?
Yeah.
Hi.
How's it going, Trollmaker?
I heard you telling him. I ain't dumb.
Oh, I thought
I was asleep. I'm in there watching Family Guy.
Uh-huh.
Heard you got busted trying to sneak out.
I wasn't trying to.
Oh.
She did.
I didn't.
Oh.
She got caught on the return trip back in.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to worry about that anymore, do we, Victoria?
No.
Okay.
Did you nail the window shut?
I ain't stupid enough like my sister to jump out the dang window. I ain't doing that now.
But to answer your question, Jessica's window was locked shut.
That was when Jessica was here, though. That wasn't for me.
And I did screw her window shut at the other house.
Oh, yeah.
I'm smarter than the average bear.
Is it his or mine? Or is mine hanging up still?
That's his. And you're 2 months. So how old was that big girl?
Bree?
Yeah.
She's claims she's 16, but she's a freshman. So she's probably 14, 15.
It could be 16.
Yeah,
I doubt it. Even in court, multiple people have heard when she was in court with them that they said 14.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's possible. I've heard of some people that have been quite behind in typical grades of schools for one reason or another. So
Get held back.
Stupid, but she ain't that stupid.
Obviously, she tried. Anyway.
Did you tell them exactly what happened?
About the fight?
Yeah.
I didn't tell them all that he said bullshit. She said bullshit.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about how she tried to pull me off the bleachers.
Yes, I said that.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with defending yourself. Personally, I don't think the school should have that issue. I had the same thing with my son, where
I got suspended the day after.
Yeah, I told him that too.
About they saw the video and realized I threw punches back, and then they freaking suspended me the day after. Of course I'm gonna throw punches back. Who the hell's gonna sit there and let somebody beat on him? Not me. You got the wrong one for that. I won't even let Jessica beat on me.
They don't know who Jessica is.
That's my sister.
Yeah, I don't go for that either. I mean, yeah. When it starts off, those little things, you try to dress it the right way. But, once it gets physical, you got to defend yourself. So.
Oh, and then literally when we came back to school after spring break, she came up to me and she was like, we should have talked that out instead of fighting. I was like, I was trying to talk it out, you dumb idiot. You were the one that decided to try and climb up the bleachers and hit me. And then got whooped.
So obviously she didn't understand that if you got the high ground, you win 9 times out of 10.
Especially when you got to hold on to the bleachers because she keeps trying to drag you down. It's stupid. It's dumb.
It's always the bleachers, I got attacked on the bleachers in school.
The bleachers were stacked up. They weren't even spread out. They were stacked up.
I told him that too.
It's like gotta be like a bleacher attack thing. It's just something that happens every year or something. I don't know.
And then everybody was like, oh, we need a part 2. I was like, nah. Because this time, since I'm going to be on high ground, I'm like, no, because I'm going to go crazy on her this time instead. I was like, if there's a part 2 to it and she wants to try again, and she tries something, she's going to get hit with the ring on again like I had last time. That's the only reason she was crying, bawling her eyes out after it. And I was just sitting there laughing. They were like, "Why are you laughing?" I was like, "'Cause it's funny."
And she peeled some of her face off her ring.
So I'm gonna run through the side chat real quick. First in was Kingpin, G-Webs, Artak and Daughters, Mr. DM Foss, GGW Outdoors, Skidmark, Miss Ting Ting is out there, Vanessa Kitty, She Fires, Chicago Mike the Shooter, Hunting and stuff with J&J is out there. Mr. Burnaby Sanchez is out there. Critter 9A. The Misfits Darlings out there. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Thoughts of an Old Soldier. So Mr. Lee's out there. Alaska One Andy is out there, and Mr. Michael Hurtneck is out there. So welcome everyone. Yeah. So I don't know how I did it, but I have managed to last about 2 weeks on Instagram without getting my page deleted. So
yes, I noticed that you were back on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been waiting for the nuke to happen, and so I really haven't been posting or doing anything over there. You know, I was like, okay, I know they're going to nuke my channel at some point. But luckily, I have managed to stay under the radar, like Miss Sheefire says. Yes, I see you're still under the radar. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because Meta or Facebook, whatever you want to call them, reinstated Trump's page, and so did YouTube. Maybe they've decided to lift all the bans because they don't want to get sued and crap. Not quite sure. But for some reason, I've been able to keep the IG page alive. So I'll probably post a few photos over there of what the hospital that I was at looks like and stuff. I know I've showed them. I've showed the pictures on the live, but I'll probably throw them over there because they are kind of cool photos, especially of the lobby with the I don't know, 3-4 story fireplace in the middle of it. They have a grand piano in the lobby, which people will play and stuff, which is kind of cool. And stuff. It's kind of cool. So, Mr. G Webs is out there, and thank you for throwing the link to my IG page. Miss Vanessa Kitty says that they got a new mud mixer in, and she assembled it. It should make the concrete mixing go in light speed compared to hand mixing. I think that's a comment directed there at you, Outcast.
Sorry, all I caught was hand mixing. What? Could you repeat the comment? Maybe I can't. Oh, there we go. Let's see.
I think that's shots fired saying that you need to get your woman a new mud mixer.
Hey, yeah, maybe. Got no problems renting one when the job requires it. So, other than that, it keeps her in shape.
Yep, you're definitely in trouble out there, Rob. Just saying. I mean, lucky you. Wish I had one. Sounds like you might be getting one before summertime.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Just remember, it's a business expense. You can write it off on your taxes. Quit being a sexually cheap bastard and save your woman's back.
Wait a minute. Did you just call Rob a cheap bastard?
Yes,
That's
I
like
did.
the pot calling the kettle black, man.
Right?
Yes,
And that
yes.
mixer costs a lot more than flowers, bro.
Yes, but flowers are not business related. See, that's a whole different thing.
It depends on the business.
Now, if you're serving cocktails to potential, if you're entertaining business partners, then yeah, you can write it off. The way you word it.
We got Mr. Woods popping in. Yeah.
I gotta add. You have like 3 other duplicate shows of this show running right now.
What?
Is there like 3 other duplicate shows of this show running right now?
No.
Okay, I'm just curious because I can't see the chat nor am I looking online, but yeah, I've noticed the last couple days like everybody's doing a chat and everybody on the chat's showing the chat.
So
I don't know, like it's
here's how
kind
this
of
works.
annoying though because I keep thinking the other person's doing a show and they're not, and it's the same damn show I could have been watching, and it's like,
Yeah.
but it's blowing up, man.
So Streamyard started a new. Okay, well, our tax gone, but Streamyard started a new thing. If you have the paid version, as the host, you can like offer your up to 6 of your people on the panel the ability to rebroadcast your stream over on their channels. And I get what it's about. It's so that, like you could rebroadcast it live on your channel. And then people that from like your channel could then end up finding my channel, so it's a way of kind of helping grow everyone's community and stuff. But I don't know.
Yes, I thought about it. I tried to look at it that way yesterday. I was trying to think about it, and I guess that's one angle people can say, but it seems that I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. I don't think it's going to work like that for me or whatever. So at least on my end, because all it's doing to me is irritate me. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah. And now when something comes on, there's like 3 of them. So like, I don't want my feed to be 3 of something that, I might not be watching any damn way or don't want to watch, if that makes sense. So I don't know. It seems like the it's pulling views. I think that's why people would do it, I guess, is because, you might get 1 or 2 viewers that click on and realize the chat's in the other place. So then you pop over to the other place, and yes, that's where people may explore, find somebody new or whatever. Or you're in this small circle anyway, and you're just popping over there for the chat. So, but either way, because you were at A first, A gets some type of credit. So, and that little bit of credit, I don't know if it's going to play out to be worth it in the end for people long term. Because, like, like I said, to me, it's been like 2 days, and I'm already ready to start kicking channels off or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to see 3 to 5 of the same damn thing every day. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and I'm a prick. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? I don't know.
So another thought about it is like, say you were at 1,000 subs, right? But you don't have the watch hours to go and get monetized.
Right. It's all about business on their end, but it's an inconvenience on my end. So what the hell does it do for me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
I'm not 100% sure about it, but I don't know.
I dislike it too, because if I'm, say, Wednesday night, I know that Chris is going to have a show. Well, I'm kicking on there, and Chris has got a show like last Wednesday. Turn around and Gizzard Gary's broadcasting the same show on his channel. Now, maybe it is to get the viewers up or get mutual, because there's some people that watch Chris that don't even know who the hell Gary is or us. So I can see the advantage of doing that, but it does look like you're running multiple shows on different channels, and so I think it's their way of trying to introduce new people to other channels, which is great. Ain't a problem with that, but it does get kind of confusing somewhat to say, well, whose show is whose tonight? You know what I mean?
So,
and what's wrong with the shout outs or posts, check out so-and-so's channel? I mean, really, if that's all it was, then that would work. So it's not. Well, it's for views on channels as well.
You're correct, because I didn't find you or G until I started watching Clover Tech.
See, and so the thing is like, see, I'm only subscribed to Artec and Daughters, right? And he does a live stream, or he joins Rob's live stream. Well, if I don't know who New York Outcast is, I don't know who, Rob D is, then I'm never going to know that Artec is on that. And if you're not paying attention to the community tab and stuff saying, hey, I'm going to be on this live stream at so-and-so, here's a link to the live stream. Then if Artec would to restream your live stream, I'd go, oh, look, here's, Artec. That's where, I would end up jumping in Artec's live stream thinking it was his stream, but then it could be you can always post in your restream saying, hey, go to this channel, or a link to this channel, or a link to the live stream and you can pin it there so you can redirect people over there. That's the only, to kind of help grow multiple communities and kind of cross communities and stuff like that is the only thing I can kind of think of, which I do think it is a good idea, but I also see, the downside, because if we're subscribed to said 6 channels, and like Chris does his live stream, and 5 of the other channels that I'm subscribed to put that out, you're going to get notifications for all 6 of those live streams. So I see the pros and cons to it, but I think that there's going to be probably a lot more pros once people start figuring it out.
I think it's going to be more cons in the end, but I don't know. I'm not in that system or whatever, so I don't know. Like I said, to me, it's already annoying, and it's been 2 days. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just putting it like that. And as people start doing it more and more, and everybody figuring it out, I mean, it's going to be like, I don't know. Yeah, if one of the six does it and themselves, maybe they could do. I don't know how infinite this goes, but either way, it's a lot in my opinion. So again, people do what they want to do, and obviously they don't care. Who are they to care what the hell I think? I'm just stating. I think I'm probably not the only person like this. So the percentage you pick up, you're probably losing a percentage too. How that works out, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to buffer out to people, but I was just curious, if you guys noticed it and are experiencing it too, and your thoughts, because just like a lot of things, just because you can doesn't mean you always should. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe moderation. I think if people were doing it just out of the goodness to do it, they just be, post would work in a sense, or they could do a little video. Hey, I'm going to be over here tonight. If you're not familiar, this is so and so. Go check them out. Yeah, but I don't think that's the true motive. I think it's just to get the numbers up. So. And I don't know. I don't want to participate. I don't want my shit blowing up, because of other people's shit. Basically, you know what I mean. You keep your problems your problems. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm just a dick. So sorry.
So there's a couple good points out there. Because like Woods says, it is frustrating to read chats you can't see, makes dialogue harder. They need. I think I missed the first one when he said that they needed to integrate the chats. So like, if say Chris was to host a show and then it's being streamed out, and people are commenting over on my chat, Chris isn't going to see that. So the only way that's going to be seen, I don't even know if I would see that unless I had it opened up to be able to then pull those comments over and, say, hey, Joe Blow says, this, So, and again, it's it's new. People are going to need time to figure out all this, and I think Streamyard is going to, because they do a show every Sunday night, 6 Pacific, called the Town Hall, where they listen to what people are saying, like new ideas of things that they want brought in, ideas of things that are already going that can be fixed to make better. So as they roll out new stuff, just like any business, when you put something new out, it's going to take a little bit of time to work all the bugs out. Look at 6 Hour. Every time they roll out a new gun, it takes a little bit before it's finally smoothed out.
Sad but true.
And it's not just 6 Hour. Shit.
I know.
Smith and Wesson. I was gonna buy the wife when I bought the Taurus 856 Defender for the wife. I was actually gonna get her a Smith and Wesson, and when I went to go buy her the Smith and Wesson, there was so many problems with it, with the cylinder lockup. The forcing cone was actually like coming in contact with the cylinder as it spins, and it would just lock completely. And then you'd have to physically force the cylinder back out of the firearm and you could see the markings on the firearm, and the trigger was like really, really gritty. I mean, it was horrible. So I passed on that, and I ended up just getting her the Taurus 856 Defender. So, there's always times where not everything's perfect and things need to be worked out. So we've been joined by Mr. M. Gabriel out there, who says hello to everyone on the panel.
I can
Hello,
tell you,
Gabriel.
I can tell you somebody who does bring it to the table every time. High Point.
Maybe. I mean, there's been some problems, but
Have you seen my video on the 10mm yeet cannon? You need to watch it. You know what? I really laid it on thick. So I come across one for 200 digits, and so I got it because I like 10mm. That thing is so top heavy, it ain't funny. It is so violent when you shoot it, it's funny. It is a riot, and everybody's losing the paint in the rear sight. Everybody seems to be losing the right side, except I noticed somebody else. I lost the left side within 5 rounds of it, firing it, and then Alaskan Ballistics doesn't have the left side paint in his, but everybody else I've seen all lost the right side. So is that one of those left Twix, right Twix things at the factory? Maybe.
It could be. It was made on, depending on if the sight's falling out. Right side was Monday, left side was Friday.
Well, yeah, I think so. That's very feasible. We'll get to this next week. Do it on a Friday and then do it on Monday. Yeah, I can see that happening. It's just paint, but it was kind of funny. So I fired all 50 rounds that I bought with it, and it didn't have a problem whatsoever. It was pretty accurate for what it is, and it went bang every time. So I've had a really good experience with High Points. So
are they trying to beat Glock at their own game? A big chunky gun that doesn't change over the years, but it works, and now sights fly off. I mean, are they giving this perfection for 300 digits less? Are they nailing this?
You are correct, sir.
Wow.
Except High Point listens to their customer base, because this High Point comes factory with front slide serrations, a threaded barrel, and the ability to put an optic on.
Damn.
Yeah.
They're blowing it out the box, man.
For 200 digits out the box. Only comes with one mag, though. But the mag has, now G will like this. The mag is rated for 40 Smith & Wesson and 10mm. So you got the best of both worlds.
So,
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of people firing 40 in a 10mm.
Oh, I don't think you misunderstood. The magazine is rated.
Yeah, because
magazine can hold 40 and 10. It's the same magazine. It's not the good. I don't think you can shoot 40 out of that thing. I wouldn't try it.
Well, you can. I mean, you truly can, and it's been proven. The thing is because the 40 cartridge is a little shorter than the 10. When the round detonates, it's not, in the right headspace.
Right. Yeah, I understand.
And so you're going to lose, performance from the round, and you could possibly have an issue. So, yeah.
And you probably just tape 240s back to back together.
Then that's
Be
80.
like an 80 single shot, but
It's kind of like shooting a 45 easy or 45 Colt in the 410, right?
yeah, it's got to be in the Glock book somewhere.
G-Web says they probably use 9mm sights, so it's a millimeter short on a 10mm.
But it was definitely a riot to shoot. Very violent, like I said. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy shooting it versus than I do my Glock 20. Maybe because I got the better grip on it. Maybe that's why. But with my Glock 20, I'll shoot a magazine. I'm done. But if I'm shooting 10mm like in my M&P, all day long, or if I'm shooting in my 1911 all day long, shooting in, I shot 50 rounds out of that like it wasn't nothing.
I think
But
MCK nailed it. He says, only fire the caliber listed on the gun. I don't care what the YouTube gun experts say. Absolutely. If your gun does not say, 357 38, it's, don't
You're
try
gambling.
don't try putting a 357 in a 38 because it's not going to fit. I'm going to tell you that. So we've been joined by Mr. Chris from the 740. What's going on?
So, Chris,
What is going on, guys? I just got home and I thought I'm going to jump on here with you guys for a while. Wife is going to bed, which was her birthday today, so she's getting up at 2:30 in the morning to leave for Vegas. So she's going to bed, and I'm going to hang out with you guys.
So you're going to have a house free? Except you're never going to get there.
Still going to have a kid and a dog, so yeah.
Well, you can't count the dog.
how'd you get stuck home on the birthday party?
She's on spring break because she works for the school system, so she's going to be off work. Hi, Aussie. Yeah, so she's got the whole week off, so her and some friends from work, they're heading out to Vegas. They're only gone out there for 3 nights, I think. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday night. So what's going on, Michael? I will let her know. I will tell her happy birthday.
So, yes, MC has it correct because with the, Glock 20, you can, because it is the 10 mil, it will hold the 40 cal cartridge just fine. And yeah, if you're gonna swap the barrel, then that's not a problem because there's barrel exchange kits out there. There's aftermarket barrels that will fit in, and that's one thing that is good about Glocks. You're not gonna see high point barrel swaps.
Dude, if they were really perfect, you could put any round in any Glock, okay? Stop trying to,
Okay, Rob.
drown us in the Kool-Aid, bud.
I want to see a video. I want to see a video of you taking your Smith & Wesson M&P.
Hey, they never claim perfection.
And put a 10mm in there and detonate that round.
Yeah, well, I can fire a 357 SIG out of my M&P 1.0. That's a 40.
Because you have a barrel change.
Smith & Wesson is never cocky enough to claim perfection and then have to come out with 5 more models.
Yeah, that's because Smith & Wesson tries copying the perfection, then gets sued, and has to pay him $1 for
We've
every
been
gun.
down this road, and then Glock copied Smith and Wesson too, and blah blah blah, and they even screwed that up with the spring.
And then
Oh
and
God,
then Smith and Wesson tried copying Caltech with the
you
KSG.
know why you
and,
Glock
and they
guys like
screwed
Glock.
up and they screwed up the shotgun.
It's
they're-
just a safe bet. One
now
from 20 years ago looks like one off the shelf today. It's just a safe bet. No originality.
Hey, I posted on Smith and Wesson, and you guys know I like Smith and Wesson. I posted on their Instagram. I said I'm so glad that Caltech is still around, so Smith and Wesson can copy their homework.
Hey, at least they'll make it nicer.
So I missed that part of the conversation. Have you tried shooting 40 out of the high point yet, RTAC?
No, I'm not going to do that. Not no damn high point. No, I'm just saying how violent it is and top heavy, and it's it's fun to shoot because of all that. I fired, the first 50 rounds I fired out of it, no problems, no runs, no drips, no errors.
I haven't shot one yet. Gene's got one. I'll shoot his eventually, but I just was wondering when you brought up the 40 thing, because I'm like, I don't even know if it'd cycle the slide, because Gene was having some issues with lower powered 10 millimeter on his, not cycling.
See, and to answer Aussie's comment, he says, I have a 10 millimeter 1911. Why would I want to shoot a weak 40 Smith in it? Well, that's 90% of your 10 millimeter ammo on the market, unless you're paying the extra for like
Underwood,
yeah. Unless you're actually buying the true or loading it yourself, I mean, you're gonna just be paying extra money. You're paying, anywhere from $2 to $3 extra a box of ammo for that 10 millimeter for the same powder load as you are going to get in a 40. I have posted the damn link in the side chat like twice.
MC, to answer your question, yes, the paint came off of it, so you can paint it again. I could paint it again, but I've already got the adapter to go in for a red dot to put on it.
See,
you want me to put the link out there for Bald?
Aussie says he runs Underwood in all of his, so he's paying the extra money for a good quality ammo, and it's like, so in my 45 Colt, I have Barnes ammo. So, what's up, Yorker?
Why you gotta be hating me from the moment I come in?
Huh?
Why you gotta be hating on me from the moment I come in? Calling me Yorker and shit. What the hell? Like, I don't have enough on my plate.
I'm trying to guilt you into getting the hell out of New York. I mean, I've been trying for fucking 3.5 years to get New York.
You don't have to guilt me. I'm working on it. That's a little more involved.
Don't be so emotional, Bob. Don't be so emotional. Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear Trump's getting arrested on Tuesday?
Supposedly.
That's what he's saying. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, even if they arrest him, with everything that's coming out about January 6th, they better start issuing arrest warrants for Dianne Feinstein, for Pelosi, for Schumer.
Yeah,
Oh, and don't forget Alexandra Ocasio-Ricardo. Chris, what started the 40 and the 10 millimeter thing was that I quoted that the magazines for the High Point 10mm are also the same magazines for their 40 Smith and Wessons. So I said that
Oh, okay. Yeah.
the magazines were rated for 40 Smith and Wesson and 10mm.
Technically, you can even use their 45 mags, because that's how I started out on YouTube. I bought the Red Ball mags, the 20 rounders.
Right.
They only make those for 9 and 45. So I bought a 45 one and tweaked the feed lips and stuff on the mag, and I got it to where it would run 10mm reliably. But I don't know if those Red Ball mags will work in the handguns. I think they only work in the carbines.
Right.
In 1911, you can use 45 mags in 10mm, no problem.
Yeah, I've doubled up my 1911 mags on my 10 like that. And you could do it with the 40 or the 45 Smith and Wesson M&P mags too. I've tried it, and the Glock mag, the 20, and so you can use a 21 mag and a 20. So
I'm making a salad.
What is it with
About
New
time.
Yorker? What is it with New Yorkers and salads?
There wasn't salad. I was making fun of freaking outcasts.
making spool, man. You're making spool.
Hey man, you guys need to get your asses in shape. So all I'm doing is
Listen,
trying
our
to help
asses,
you
our
out.
asses are in shape, okay? Round is a shape, so we
I
are
was
in
gonna say,
shape.
Right,
round
yeah,
is a perfect shape.
I'm shaped like an apple.
Mhm. When the aliens or zombies come, you got to be able to at least run around your damn block.
No,
Fuck that.
because
on,
when the aliens or zombies, when the aliens come and they try to pick up like Artak or myself, we're gonna crash their damn ship.
Right,
They ain't picking our asses up.
right. And they ain't
Where
getting no
they're gonna pick you up, take you off, and do whatever they want to you,
Nah,
and you're gonna be crying
you're
when they
looking
drop
at it
you off.
wrong. Every
Plus,
salad you eat is making it a little harder. It's sticking the finger up to them just a little bit more.
hey, Rob, you're forgetting one thing. If there's gonna be like a world hunger, by the time we lose weight, you're gonna be fucking dead.
Yeah. I want to let you know, Rob, that I beat anorexia.
That's good. That's good. Oh boy.
I figured it took me 47 years to get this way. It'll take me another 47 years to get back to where I was at. So there's my 104 years.
Well, I offer training programs, but you got to sign some waivers, some NDAs. None of it can be on camera.
Training program like what? Carry shingles up on the roof?
Oh,
No,
no,
getting
yeah,
exposed.
long drags behind the vehicle. I mean, there's lots of forms of
No,
getting people in shape. It's just
what he's
all
gonna do
of it
is make
legal.
them.
It don't all make the pretty books for display.
He's gonna make them do all the mixing of the concrete so that he can take the pressure away from his woman and stop getting bitched at about not having a cement mixer.
Yeah,
Look,
didn't you see that? Didn't you see that video with her laid out on the ground, him overworking her ass like he owns her or some shit? Slavery's over with, Rob. You need to let that woman up.
Oh man, if you'll be hitting muscle failure before sunup, before breakfast.
Look, here's an energy supplement right here. You see that?
So Mr. Hurtnick says New York likes to toss salads.
No, that's not my thing.
That's exactly what you said. You like tossing salads.
The wife's over here laughing her ass off at you, Rob.
Is Misfit still out there in the chat? She'll tell us if he likes his tossed salad. Let's get the lady on the horn here. Let's get the truth.
All right, so I may or may not become a member of the Smith and Wesson family.
You're gonna get that medal, aren't you?
I already
Medal
got it.
competitor. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I already got it. It's just gotta wait for my permit. But then again, it was a trade-off because I sold my my Smith and Wesson was a 6.29, the revolver, the 9mm. I never shot it. It was a competition gun, and a buddy of mine wanted to get into it, so I sold it to him with the whole get-up.
I watched a 1,000-round review on it earlier today. Yeah, Honest Outlaw did the 1,000-round review on it today. He likes it. He really likes that gun.
I always wanted M&P because they were the first one that came up with the optic mounting shit, the core model. They were the first ones. But the first time I held it in my hand, I wasn't crazy about the ergos. The trigger was fucking shitty on it. I just didn't like it. And then this metal one came out. I went that one of the gun stores had like a regular version, not the competitor. And I grabbed that thing. I'm like, holy mother of God, this feels like completely different gun in hand. The trigger's like awesome on this. So went back to my guy. I was like, you got to order me the competition model.
Yeah, the trigger that the metal gun has is the same one that the 10mm has.
I still say 10mm guys are just compensating for something.
$10mm makes me look slim.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Then you should carry a 12 gauge. Then you're gonna be looking like it's gonna make you look like Rob.
Make me look like a black man ready to rob somebody? What the hell?
Hey, listen, I heard this awesome joke, right? And it's completely not politically correct. It's sort of racist. and I heard it from a black guy, so it can be racist. But the guy's walking on the beach and he finds 2 lambs, right? And he cleans them over and 2 genies pop out. And he's like, oh shit, I get 6 wishes. They're like, no. You only get 3 wishes. So, all right. So he made his wishes and he's rushing back home. He comes home, opens the door into the bedroom. And there's this drop dead gorgeous woman in there. He just freaking strips, he jumps on her, he makes love for hours. Then he goes outside and his backyard's covered with $100 bills, like everywhere, like a 3 feet tall, everywhere, $100 bills. And then the doorbell rings. He goes, he opens up, and there's 2 guys dressed like a Ku Klux Klan. You know, they grab him, they drag him outside, and they hang him on a tree. Then they take their capes off, and those were the two genies that came out of the bottle. And one says, I understand he wanted a gorgeous woman. I also understand he wanted he wanted all that money. But for the life of me, I do not understand why would he want to be hung like a black man.
Oh shit, that's funny. I get it. I get it now. Yeah. Hey, you got to be careful when you make your deals. You know, make sure you're speaking the same language. That goes for insurance companies too, because apparently words mean different definitions to them sometimes. You'll get it in your 30 to 60 page paperwork you get every year.
So yesterday, I came home, and the guy that built the house next door, appraisal was there and whatnot. So when I came home, I'm looking at his house, and he usually only has the 2 lights on by the front door. And I see the lights are on in the house. And from the one window, from the outside, the one light in the window I saw, I thought that's the living room. So being a good friend, I go up there, open the garage, I go in. He's gonna turn the lights off. As I'm walking through the hallway, I see that the kitchen, living room, the lights are off. But I could have swear when I was coming in, the lights are on. So now I'm thinking, what the fuck? There's somebody in there fucking with me or something? So I go back to my truck, I grab the gun, I call him, he's not answering. So fuck it. Now I go into defense mode. I go clear the fucking house. So I'm creeping outside with a gun, And then I realized that it's a fourth bedroom that the light was on, not the living room from the outside. So I was like, shit, scared the crap out of me. No, well, I still clear the house, turn the lights off, being a nice neighbor.
Oh man, you might be looking for trouble in New York State. Strange guy running around somebody else's property with a gun out.
Well, technically, it's still my
Lucky
property.
you ain't black.
Hey, listen, technically, it's still my property, and not to mention the fucking road has my name on it.
Well, this took a turn, didn't it, guys? That's funny.
So when I was switching over to come on the show here, what was your guys' final thoughts on the whole destination staying on the Streamyard side? Because I had to shut the audio off on the YouTube side to get on here.
So
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
my thoughts is it's too new to really make a final decision. Yeah, there's still bugs that need to be worked out and stuff. And so until maybe like 6 months from now, will I like wait to give what my decision is?
So,
But I do understand where it can be kind of irritating when you got 7 of the same live streams going on at the same time if you're subscribed to all 7 of those channels.
So here was my take on it. So last night, my first time streaming, I went ahead and streamed the Georgia Shooting Connection over on my channel. Now, the problem that I had with it, so during the day when I did the Just Because chat, Gary was streaming it and G-Webs was streaming it on theirs. So the host, you can comment right here on the StreamYard side. Like when I'm a guest here, I've got to go over to one of these computers or on my phone to interact with the side chat. So when I was streaming the Georgia Shooting Connection last night, what was ticking me off was I had like 20. At one time, I had 28 people watching on my channel, and then there was like 48 over on the Georgia Shooting Connection side. Well, anything that they were commenting on in my side chat was now showing up on the Georgia Shooting Connection side chat. So they're going to have to get that integrated or it's not going to work, because people were asking questions over on my side to the side chat on Georgia Shooting Connection, and those people couldn't see it. So
see, and now that now we know some of these bugs, if we do this, if keep going and doing that, when you're restreaming it, you're going to have to, speak up every once in a while and say, hey, a person over on my channel is asking said question, or type those questions into the private chat so that the host can then answer them, or, whatever.
We gotta stop doing this whole chats on YouTube and move that shit to Rumble or freaking what's the other one? The Odyssey.
Utreon?
I actually got a strike on my channel because I tried to do Odyssey chat and stream it on YouTube, and it obviously didn't freaking work because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And this was like back months ago, so I got strike. I actually appealed the strike, and they reversed it 2 days later. But Odyssey is so much harder to set up. But if you have like a StreamYard and you have the paid version, then it's a lot easier to set up on Odyssey and Rumble.
So, like, I'm probably gonna do a couple live streams, and if I do, I'll make sure I, let people know. But I'm thinking about doing them over on Utreon, because over there you can actually handle firearms. You can be like at the gun range shooting and stuff like that. And so I've thought about like actually live streaming from the gun range.
Ain't nobody wants to see you shoot.
Probably not. You know, but it'd still be fun. And
So-
then I could then take that video from Utreon and bring it over to YouTube as just a regular video.
My thing on that whole multiple channel broadcasting was kind of, I think it's going to cut into individual views. Like Chris, when you was on Gary's show, I'm a moderator on Gary's show and not on yours. And I know Wednesday you're doing a show. I know Gary does one on Friday. So I was like, it's going to split. Who do I go watch? Do I go watch Chris or do I go watch Gary?
Right.
You know, I think that it's going to hurt numbers somewhere because somebody who would normally watch Chris is going to be over on Gary's channel if they're watching Gary. I know the idea is supposed to bring membership, you know, or hopefully subscribers over to your channel as well. And I get that, but I think in the long term, it's going to hurt people
So
because they're going to have to make,
Yeah,
they'll have to make choices to who they're going to watch.
yeah, I totally agree. And one thing else, like I said, I wanted to do that as a test last night to see. So I was talking to Jamie in the back chat after the show, and I said, "How many people did you have watching?" And he said 76. He said that was our second largest show we've ever done as far as viewers go. But the problem was he only got credit for the people watching on the Georgia Shooting Connection side, and then I got credit for the views over on my channel.
Right.
So see, that's an issue too. Now, I think they got 2 new subscribers, but they lost the views because I noticed that probably, like I said, I think I had 28 people watching on my side at the highest number, but probably 20 of those people were already subscribed to Georgia Shooting Connection, but they were watching it over on mine. So that's going to cause a problem too. So I'm not going to do it anymore for a while unless somebody wants me to stream it across my channel. I'll gladly do that for them, but I think it's going to hurt the other channel right now.
I was in that chat, or both of them actually, but I didn't realize. Actually, I did, but it took a minute to realize that there was more than one. I think might have been 3 going on, but it kind of, you know, throws a kink too, because when you're conversating or whatever, you're only conversating with a very small portion of what would normally be there. So I didn't even know I wasn't even in the right place at first because I just, you know, whatever, clicked on it. But and then you realize all these comments were popping up, and I'm like, damn, I'm missing all these comments. So I'm looking down, like top, you know, hit the refresh thing or whatever, thinking something screwed up on my end. That took a second, and then realizes, oh no, there's other shows doing it too. So then it's like, you know, you got to bounce around and shit. Everybody's getting a partial view, and it's just kind of, I didn't like it. It seemed like it created work and division. Like you were stating, the numbers are probably going to bother people. Seems like you might pick up people, but the costs, you know, what is it? Yeah, what you gain versus what you lose, it might not be beneficial. And
long term viewership.
Risk to reward.
Yeah, and as it progresses and more people get into it, I mean, you're going to click on your feed, and you know, you're going to end up with, well, how many copies of the same damn show? You know what I mean? It's just, that's kind of like junk mail. Now you're going through all this extra shit. Yeah. That's just my take of it. So, but you know, everybody's do what they like to do.
They're all valid points too.
Not a fan.
Now, like for me yesterday, there was some pros to it. Like when Gary and G-Webs were streaming my show across their channels, I picked up a couple new subscribers, and then one of the subscribers, I went and subscribed to his channel, and I was like, man, I really like this guy's content. So there was kind of a pro that came out of that. But yeah, it was, I don't know. I think right now, I think there's more cons to it than pros, really. But they'll probably, I mean, if they start getting stuff figured out where if I'm streaming, say, G's show, as long as G's getting all the credit over on his for the views and the chats are integrating, it would be okay. And then I guess you would also have the option that, like for me, I could go back and delete the show off of my channel. But like you said, that's not going to help in the live sense. Like while we're doing it, then it's all going to be across everybody's channels showing up in your subscription feed. So yeah, there's just all kinds of pros and cons to this.
I have a question for everybody. Even in the chat, y'all sound off too, because I'd like to know. I personally don't like rewatching a live show because I can't interact with the comments or with the people on the panel. So I usually don't watch those. If it's live, I like to catch them live so I can do the interaction. What do y'all think?
I don't even keep the live shows. I delete them.
I watch live shows or old ones or whatever here or there. Depends. Sometimes I have the time available and it's just listening to something in the background kind of. So but it is, I think, more fun when you have the time to interact, to watch a live show and interact. But sometimes you don't always have the ability, or maybe you're driving somewhere, or maybe you're doing something. So I don't know. I think I guess you could say but if I'm interested, I go back and watch, or if I'm a regular, usually I tend to kick it on later or something. But everybody's obviously everybody's different.
For me, I love the replay stuff because I spend a lot of time driving in between jobs. So I like every Thursday morning, I listen to, first thing I do when I get in the truck is I kick on Floss's Wednesday Night Mouse Party and I start listening to that. And then once his show's done, and it might take all day to listen to it. I mean, I might be driving for 20 minutes and then I'll go do a job and then driving 20 minutes to the next job and I'll kick it back on. But I'll eventually, by the end of the day, I'll have his show listened to all day. And then like Thursday morning,
It's a live show.
Yeah, I'll kick on like roll call, because the problem is for me, I'm never up to watch Foss live at 1, because it's 1:30 in the morning and I'm getting up at 6:30 to go to work. So I'm always in bed.
You don't have those 2-hour bathroom calls yet?
No.
I do. So I usually watch Faust in the bathroom. Go tell him that.
He's out there, so he just heard it. But yeah, I like the replay. Like there's Sunday mornings, I get up early. If I miss G's show, then I'll get up and sitting here doing video editing or whatever, and I'll have it playing over on the other computer, listening while I'm doing editing. So I personally like going back and listening to the live streams.
What I do at work is like when you and G have shows on and I'm working or something like that, or Rob's filling in for Rick's Life as I See It, I'll just put an AirPod in and leave my phone running at work, and that way I can listen to the idiots try to get parts that they don't know what the names are, and stuff like that, and listen to you guys carry on. But not so much on the replays. I have done it on barbecues. I'll watch some of his and Faust occasionally when I'm not up peeing.
He's all up behind you.
I know he's all behind me. Did he freeze? The chat is.
Does she watch like some type of shows like that are lives? Does she have a preference on this? I know it's it's out of the circle in a sense, but just asking because she's a younger generation. You know what I mean? And so that would
You ever,
obviously be a factor.
you ever watch any of you guys shows?
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm only watching when you're on, or we're on here in general.
Oh.
Yeah, not necessarily this type of show. I mean, something gaming, hair stuff, would anything that somebody that does something live. Do you watch their videos after the fact when it's not live as well as live?
No, not really. I'm mainly just watching Family Guy replays.
All right, thank you.
Emmett says he watches reruns. He'll watch live episodes of Paw Patrol and then rewatch them time and time again.
Yep. But there's times where you go and you'll rewatch or you'll watch a live like in replay because you weren't able to make it, or you were doing like something else while the live was going on. So it's like, I don't know. I catch replays all the time.
Well, I don't know about you, but the live shows that I'm rewatching, they're not on YouTube.
That's theirs.
They're not exactly family friendly either.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, it's really no different than podcasts. I mean, at one point that podcast was shot live, so or whatever you want to call it, recorded live. So it's really no different than people that just get on podcast apps all day and listen to stuff.
Yeah, other than live interaction in some cases, but other than that, that's really it. So.
Yeah.
Now, there's been a time I've gone back through a show where somebody threw a link out to a product or something like that I've gone back through, and they're good for that for sure. But like definitely when it's something, I don't know. Me personally, I like the live better so I can interact, or if I got a question, I can get answered and not forget it because getting old now and you got CRS, you gotta get those questions asked before you forget them.
Well, Rob, you'd be proud. I'm snacking on a salad while we're doing this. It's got
Yeah, but you stole it from your wife, so now you're depreciating her value for your enjoyment.
But I added fresh blue cheese to it and blue cheese dressing.
Oh, so you made it even better. Damn thief. No, you should have ordered your own damn salad and left hers alone.
So I, not to change the subject or whatever, but we went out to breakfast this morning, and then we were down in Delaware, which is a town south of where I live, and they got a really nice gun store down there. So we shot over there and walked around in there for about a half hour looking at stuff. I had my father-in-law with me, but I almost bought. I've been wanting this gun for a long time, but I'm having a hard time because of the ammo. So I want to get that Walther WMP that shoots the 22 mag. Man, that 22 mag is ridiculous how much it costs now. Like you can buy 2 boxes of 9mm almost for the price of one box 50 for 22 mag. And then I'm like, it's a round I can't reload for. So I ended up talking myself out of it and left. But man, I held the gun. I love the gun, but I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I want to get it.
I got the same problem you got, but I got it with 2 calibers because I got that PMR 30 in 22 mag, and I love to shoot I love that thing. It shoots great. And then earlier or late last year, I got the 17 HMR upper for AR-15, and I took it to the range today and blew through a box of 17 HMR, which is just as pricey. So yeah, they're like $20 a box now or something like that.
Yeah.
50, so they're 50 cents a round.
Now the cheapest they had there was $19.99, and I think that was for like Remington. The CCIs were like $20.99. The Winchester varmints were like $22.99, and I'm like, so, and it's like I love shooting that 22 mag. It's just, especially in a handgun, it's a flamethrower, but I don't know. I don't know if I can justify having to buy that ammo all the time.
Sure you can. I did.
I think you made the right choice, Chris. I don't know. It's all up to you, your pockets. But if you can't really play with it, then what fun is it? You know what I mean? It's like, having a Ferrari you can't drive on the damn road or something. What the hell's the point? I don't know.
So here's the thing. If you monetized your channel, then the YouTube pennies that coming in would help offset the cost of the ammo.
True that.
That is true. Be the 22 mag fund. The ammo that I can't reload.
All right. That's what I do.
You obviously don't know how much people are making off the freaking YouTube. I mean, until you hit it semi-big time, at least 50, 60,000 subs, the amount of money that you make is negligent. It costs you more between the gear and time putting up the videos than you make.
And that's why I said pennies and not dollars.
So,
It ain't even. It's not really pennies. It's like a half a cent per view, or per 50 views, or something like that.
I mean, no, you make a little money. I mean, technically, I made about $1,200 last year, but I didn't take the second payment because I didn't want to get a 1099. So I didn't take the second $600 until after January 1st. But if you think about it, the amount of videos you put up, the time you spend, the range time, the guns you buy, the ammo you buy, reloading, and then just coming up with the ideas for the fucking videos and all the shit. There's no money in it. And if you want to make it big time, like Humble or those guys, it's not that he's big time, but at 100,000 subs, it's a decent channel. Then you gotta treat it like a job. You gotta really put time into it and effort and really putting up nice videos and all that. And I don't have the time and energy for that.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy the other night about it, and we were talking about one of the bigger channels, and he's able to make a living off of it now, but he's technically not making a living off of what he's making on YouTube. He's making a living off his affiliate links. He's selling so much product that he's able to make about 6 figures a year just selling product, but then you're turning your channel into a damn commercial. So it's
that's what it is. I mean, you gotta do like a healthy medium, but yeah, bigger channels. That's what it is. Affiliate links bring a lot more money than, because keep in mind the gun channels are being monetized a lot less percentage wise than game channels or investment channels or shit like that. If you go play freaking Minecraft, you're gonna make 3 times as much money. Okay, who's running the vacuum?
Not me.
That's what I thought it was too, was a vacuum.
Yeah, it sounded like some weird feedback or something to me.
So I bought this at the Chico's. I just made a pasta and some pork chops. Holy mother of God. They are not lying. That shit is spicy, but it's good. And it's gluten free. Holy crap.
That's all that matters.
Well, I figure, you know what? Might as well treat myself this weekend because after Tuesday, I'm not gonna be a virgin in my butt anymore because they're doing the fucking colonoscopy on me,
Yeah, I had it done yesterday.
and I can't eat pretty much the whole fucking Monday and half of Tuesday.
You know what I asked them what they found? I said, you don't have to tell me. You just found shit.
So do they like take you out to dinner first or anything, or
No,
is
they
it
don't.
standard
They give,
appointment?
they give you this big bottle of chalk to drink.
No, I got like three pages of shit I gotta follow that you gotta, because then you can't have any fluids 3 hours before because they use anesthesia to put you under and shit like that. Like it's a whole chore.
Clear liquids only. Yeah, I didn't eat for 2 days.
So vodka's okay.
Yeah, clear liquids. I was like, so vodka. I can't have the margarita mix. Okay, tequila. Okay.
Can't even drink the freaking booze.
Get
Nope.
some of that white rum.
Yeah, you can't drink booze though.
That sucks. So I'm pretty much, because I don't drink any of this shit that they show over here. So
Yeah.
I'll be pretty much drinking the goddamn water all day.
Your butt's gonna hurt for a day or two afterwards.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
I guess that's how the gay guys feel, right? I'll get the first taste.
It's like I'm like, I was walking around with a one-time entrance only sign. You don't feel nothing because you're knocked out, but
the thing is, Artak, is yours isn't going to be a one time. Now it's like what, every year for the rest of your damn life?
Oh no, it's like every 5 years or something like that.
Yeah, it's amazing what the medical system gets away with. Yeah. If some guy at work was like, "Hey, buddy, I'm concerned about your health. What's your age?" "Oh, yeah? Yeah? Why don't you stop by my place and I'll examine your asshole and we'll see how good health you are." Would you go over there? Come on,
No.
man.
Well, it wasn't like that because I actually went to see the gastro. What's the word? Gastro doctor. Gastroenterologist, whatever the fuck, one of those guys. Because I had some issues, and I said, "Fuck it, if I gotta do it, then let's do it. Let's do it now before my wife divorces my ass and I lose insurance."
So
man. Maybe there's some highly paid freaks, man. I don't know what you guys are doing.
It's called a gastroenterologist.
Well, okay, you know what I was talking
asshole
about.
Doc. Let's just call it what it is, an asshole doctor.
Definitely
Anyway.
an asshole doctor.
I'm not just asshole. He also looks at your guts and shit. You know. Think about it this way: if they go in there and they do find cancer and shit, and they find it fast, like my goddaughter, she's having the colonoscopy every year because she's got a benign tumor on her stomach, and they did some chemo. It shrink quite a bit. Actually, had two of them. One of them kind of disappeared already, so she's having her thing every year.
Usually, I thought you didn't have to have that done until 50, but I was having a little bit of stomach problem too. Come to figure out, I got a bad gallbladder, and so I did that colon guard. You know, where you shit in a cup and you send it in a box, and you literally send a box of shit to somebody. I think that's funny as hell.
So the Cologuard, if you actually pay attention, you can get a false negative, you can get a false positive,
right?
And it's not. I mean, the error rate is so high on those that I was like, okay, hey, when I turn 45, because that's what they say you're supposed to, like, start doing the screenings and stuff. I'm like, then I would just do that. But then I started actually looking into it. And I'm like, why? Because if it comes back as a false positive, they're going to shove a camera up your ass. If it comes back as a false negative, you could, end up in a bad situation. So, kind of a lose-lose situation.
Well,
I wonder-
I'm almost 50, so it don't fucking matter. Yeah,
I wonder at what point when you're in medical school, you're like, I want to look at assholes all day. Like, how does that happen? I mean, I hope they're making big money.
I say the same thing about gynecologists. I mean, at first thought, you might think it's a good thing, but then, keep in mind, you see all the damage stuff too. All that stuff that you wish you never seen.
Man, can you imagine?
And then you gotta go home, and the wife's like, "You hungry?" I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, but what do you think? How do you think those gynecologists feel when you're sitting there and say, "Look, ma'am, I'm sorry. The reason those are fruit flies and your cherry's rotten." How are you going to tell that to somebody with a straight face?
Oh man, I don't know. I'd rather be delivering babies or something, and even that's a nasty job.
7:38 Eastern. This is when this live stream took a real bad turn.
I mean, if we're going to go down that road, you could be a surgeon, and think about it. All of a sudden, somebody comes in with flesh-eating bacteria, and they're growing, and they're putting their balls in your face.
You're like, take that shit to the walk-in somewhere else.
Like, you got to back up, sir. This ain't got nothing to do with these nuts.
That's crazy. Crazy. You got to give it to some of them healthcare people, man. They deal with some of the craziest stuff. Definitely a lot of smells and stuff that I wouldn't want nothing to do with.
Imagine the guys that do the vasectomies,
Oh,
like,
I had a female doctor do the vasectomy.
What do you call a cheap vasectomy?
what do you call a cheap vasectomy?
Yeah. What do you call a cheap vasectomy? Huh?
A redneck vasectomy.
No, it's a ripoff, man.
No, you do redneck vasectomy. You know what that is? It's when a redneck came to a doctor wanting to vasectomy, and doctor tells him it'll be $1,500. He goes, $1,500? The hell with that. He goes, well, if you want, you can do it yourself. He goes, how? All you need is a empty can of Bud Light or something and a firecracker. Put a firecracker in the empty can and count to 10. So redneck came home, grabbed the can, lit it, and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
To change the subject a little bit, just
Thank
a little
you.
bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit. What's better than winning gold at the Paralympics?
A new leg.
Anybody? Okay. Walking.
Oh man, that's messed up. That's messed up.
Well, this channel's getting nuked by YouTube tomorrow.
You're gonna have like 8 strikes, all for poop. One time I was doing PT at this here in town, and those massage therapists, when they're breaking you down and loosening you up like this, this guy was doing this big girl, and I don't know what he hit right, but when he hit it right, she went all over the place.
Oh man.
People were puking.
Dude.
And she had the gall to show up. So next week when I show up, I said, well, I hope they got all the crap cleaned up. So I walk in there and she's back in there again. She had the gall that I would no way in hell would I would have showed back up after doing that.
See, I don't go to those massage places. I go to those Oriental ones.
What are you doing? Checking your blood pressure, Bald?
Yeah. Doctor told me I was supposed to do it 3 times a day, various times of the day, so I am. And it doesn't look right.
Yeah, it's because I guarantee you this show is raising that blood pressure.
That Guinness didn't help.
I prefer the Oriental ones if you're gonna do it. It doesn't have to be Oriental, but most of the other massage places, you gotta like call, make an appointment. They gotta schedule somebody in, all this crap. By the time you get serviced, massaged, nothing bad, but it's like 2-3 days later. Like,
Rob, I was
the
at
reason
a
I called is
physical
'cause I'm
therapist.
jacked up today. Those
That's
other
not
ones,
bad.
you can roll up there at 11 o'clock at night and they hook you up, man.
Your lower numbers up a little bit, but that ain't still too bad.
Yeah, well, considering 2 weeks ago I was 180 over 140. I'd
Yeah,
say
that's pretty damn bad.
this is not bad.
That's pretty damn bad. Rob, I was going to a physical therapist, not a massage parlor, because I ain't gonna pay $115 to get a hand job when I can go find some method for $10.
It doesn't
No,
cost
I'm not saying there's
$15.
places like that, but there's actual places where I don't know. I guess if you don't say the code or give them a tip, you're just getting a regular massage, man. I mean, it's a good massage, but it's just a regular massage, and that's like $35 or something like that for an hour. Like,
You know an awful lot about those places, Rob. A cold.
That's because he's in there 5 times a week.
no.
That's why he's so
The
skinny,
last
but
time I was in there, I took my girl in there. And,
yeah. He spends his lunch money on all these spas. That's why he's so skinny.
Right? That's why I can't eat nothing.
To say,
Get no-
you can shop around, but those places, like
So
you can
what's the
call
best
one right
price
now
then,
and
Rob?
get in right now.
What's the best-
Hold on. So now you took your girl there as well. So what? You both get a hand job?
No,
What was is
there
there a
was
2
no
for 1
hand
sale?
job. I didn't pay extra.
Well,
Well, were you in the same room with your girl?
Yeah.
No.
She was jacked up. This was after she shot my shotgun. It didn't go so well. I took her to the
you
massage
shot your
parlor.
shotgun.
Yeah, and then I ended up
Oh,
taking her to the
so was there
hospital
2?
later that evening.
Rob, 2 questions. 1, was it a 2 for 1 deal? And 2, how much was the best price?
So, Mr. Bernie Sanchez says, "Damn, this conversation went to Tijuana."
A show of hands who have seen the
Man.
Tijuana Donkey Show.
Some people are just good at things, I don't know. It's, you complain until your back's messed up.
My back is messed up, but I still play.
Listen, it's Saturday night and we're a bunch of losers sitting home chatting on the freaking YouTube. So yesterday I actually decided let's go to the bar. I made it as far as the front door. When I see the crowd, I'm like, fuck that, I'm going home.
I went to the range earlier today.
I was working all day, trying to finish up the freaking job, get ready for floor guys.
Man, I need to go to the range bad. I've got so many videos I got to finish up, but it's just the weather sucks here.
Tell me about it. I need to go to the range too, but right now, with a open wound, I just don't know if I want to get gunpowder. And get.
Oh, you rubbed.
Yeah,
You should have been rubbing some black powder in that to make it feel better. What the hell's wrong?
Yeah. You've seen Rambo. Don't be a pussy, man.
Yeah, exactly. Throw some dirt in it.
Yeah, put some powder and light it on fire. Cauterize the wound and you're good.
Good to go.
Yeah, see, if you shoot the gun and get the barrel hot enough, you can cauterize the wound that way. Be a man.
Where it's located.
Can you get is it too close to the good rate to the
So you don't even know the whole story, do you, Artec?
Oh, I know that you got that open wound from flesh eating disease, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like right next to the scrotum. Actually, the scrotum like swelled up so bad they had to put 2 drainage tubes in there.
Oh
Right?
man, now you make me feel like I got kicked in the nuts. Thanks a lot.
And
God,
then
buddy,
and then
just
when I
stop.
went
You're
in,
making me sick to my stomach.
then when I went in for the second surgery, right before I go under, the doc's like, "Hey, we may have to steal one of your testicles."
Oh shit! Did you tell him as long as you make my dick bigger?
It was right before I was getting put under. Like there was no conversation. Like, "Hey, let's have a conversation about this, doc. I really wouldn't like to lose a testicle." You know, it
Well,
was.
you have a vasectomy. What's the point of having goddamn testicles?
So you know,
Well,
I got ask. You
if we're
still
gonna
got.
sell 'em- if we're gonna sell them, at least those go for $35,000 a piece.
No,
I-
like
You
me
still got
personally,
both your boys or what?
Yeah, both testicles are still there.
All
I
right.
got one
And
testicle.
what about your wife's favorite part?
His tongue?
It's still there.
All right, just checking. Congratulations, bro.
The hell with that. My testicle, one of them is the size of the freaking duck egg, and the other one I can't find. So if they decide to take the big one, go ahead.
Wait a minute, G. I thought you didn't want kids, so why didn't you just go ahead and give a testicle up and sell it for 30? You know how many guns you could have bought for $35,000?
That's
Is
what
that
they're $35,000 a testicle, and I was gonna say if they would have let's discuss this. Give me 20, you can have 15. I can at least pick me up a new Barrett.
Are you serious? They're paying $35,000 a testicle? I'll go fucking get both of them cut off.
Right? I mean,
I'll
they
fucking
have
do it
the money.
myself.
They have prosthesis. You can get, you can put a prosthesis in there. That's like $70,000. Even if
God!
you can walk out with a good 50.
cash.
The first time you sit on your balls, I guarantee you wish you didn't have them no more.
Yeah, absolutely. Not to mention, it's not right the oil and the tea bag in the freaking thing. What the hell?
Oh God! Next thing you know, you're gonna be on the low T pills and dyeing your hair and throwing the nails on.
I'm gonna get my nose pierced.
I don't have no hair, so I ain't got nothing to dye.
I was gonna say,
You got your beard.
damn.
You do your beard.
Damn.
Goatee. Do half your goatee like a Fu Manchu. Do the rest of them silver.
yep.
If you
definitely
had
gonna
to-
be nuking this.
If you had to lose something, like a nut's not the end of the world. It's better than an arm,
It's better
Something
than a
like
finger. I'll give up a nut over the finger any day of the week.
Yeah, something along those lines. I mean,
A finger-
I don't
finger-
know.
Pinky finger can go away.
A
Hell
finger is
no.
only worth $10,000,
No, pinky finger is essential when you're shooting guns.
but a pinky finger is only worth $10,000.
According to who?
10 grand. So 10 grand for the pinky and 30 for the ball?
Yeah.
What are these
Okay.
government prices or what?
So $10,000 is what if you have a workman comp issue, which I know a guy who lost his finger on the job. He lost his part of his pinky. He got $10,000.
Oh, so he only lost the part. That's why he got 10. He should have cut the rest of it. He'd probably get more.
Jesus. Yeah, what is this self-mutilation for cash stuff? I mean, are they donating these parts? They sending them out to China or something? What's going on?
You got to think about it like what's the called when you got long hair and you cut it for the cancer patients?
Locks of love.
Yeah, lots of love or whatever. So it's the same thing. It's a balls of love.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard numbers like from insurance companies, this and that, like, the value of a life or whatever. So I assume this is similar. You're speaking of like, is any kind of payout or something, 10 grand for a pinky, 30 for a testicle, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. It seems crazy that you can throw a price on some of this stuff like this, but
Hell, a kidney, I think, on the black market is only fetching like 15.
Bullshit. You got 100 grand for a kidney on the black market.
no, the dude tells you 100 grand and then you end up dead in the bathtub.
Well, yeah,
No,
but he
No,
gets 100 grand for it.
The
If
thing
you
is,
want to get away with it, then you might get 15.
no, the thing is he tells you 100 grand. What you don't realize is he meant a candy bar.
There you go. Oh, image scratchy scratch.
That's crazy stuff. All right, I got a question. If
Go
you
ahead.
guys are rich, and let's say your kid was sick or whatever, you were sick, would you go out of the country to get a heart for a loved one of yourself?
Oh, fuck yeah, I would kill motherfucker. I would have somebody give it. I'm rich, I would have somebody kill.
Oh, shit.
Say, look at them saying, China sells those Muslims like that. Why wouldn't I buy one?
All right, let's say it's for yourself, not your kid.
Still, if you're rich, you got money, the hell with it. Have somebody goddamn killed. You know, God knows, you know, how all these people died that used to work for Clinton. Maybe they use them for parts.
It's okay, Bubba.
What about you, Chris?
What was the question again?
If you were rich, but like really sick and you needed a new heart or something, would you go out of the country to get one ASAP instead of, you know, waiting on the waiting list for so many years and you're probably going to die beforehand?
Oh, I don't know. Like, we're back to that whole thing again. Is there any guarantee I'm going to live anyway? I guess if I'm already going to die, yeah, might as well, right?
So basically, it's better to be healthy and rich than poor and sick.
Exactly.
And they say money can buy happiness.
Say hi.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Get closer. Seven.
What's up, Emmett?
Emmett.
I don't think the kid should be listening to this show.
He doesn't understand. It's okay. He's only 3.
I'm a Frank.
Yeah, I think he does.
So I like tell them you like pew pews and pew pew accessories.
He said no.
Or every second matters.
No.
You gonna say that?
As long as he doesn't say I like peepees.
Pew pew.
Pew pews.
You know, Bald,
He's a child.
at the end of the day, it can't get too much worse than what we've already been discussing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I guess the only thing that could happen is if we had a Black Cat situation or a Carolina EDC situation where we allowed somebody on the live stream and then they ended up showing their parts to people.
Oh shit, that happened too. Oh my
Carolina
god.
EDC did that?
So Carolina EDC, Moo, and myself were doing a live stream on Carolina's channel, and Carolina let somebody else in the chat. And I was looking at the side chat on my phone, and yeah, I guess he showed it, and Two Live Moo, I think to this day still has the screenshot of the angry monster looking at him. He said he was looking right at me.
Didn't somebody do that on Uncle Jim's chat like a month or so ago?
I think so.
Yeah, you had the link out in the side chat, and so yeah,
guess
there's Moo right there.
Guess you really
Get
got
Moo on here to
right
talk
in.
about this. Oh,
As long as we don't have to see the picture.
Moo's already offering to send the screenshot to G.
Well, you know, I did send an email with the picture of the wound to Moo, so Moo's the link is out there if you want to jump on it and discuss the emotional distress that you went through and how much counseling you had to have after having the one-eyed monster staring at you.
Emotional, damn it. Man, I can't wait. They're supposed to finally come on Tuesday, hook up the internet.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to come Tuesday in the morning. My colonoscopy is at freaking 2:15. So I'm gonna be sore, but at least I can freaking finally watch some shit instead of just sitting on my phone.
What's going on, Moo?
I was so damaged emotionally. that happened on one of Gary's shows too.
Yeah,
It was literally like a tenth of a second. He shut it down before it got out, but not before somebody took a screenshot. But yeah, it was EDCs, and then the other one, with Black Cat. Yeah, it was somebody came on. Name was Amber. Remember that?
yeah. I heard about it.
Well,
I actually had missed that live stream, and I went back to look to see it, and he had already taken it down, or it had already been taken.
Yeah, he took it down. Yeah, well, and the thing was, he was doing a live chat from his phone, so he couldn't see it. And everybody's like, "Hey, man, hey, don't get rid of that person." Yeah, crazy.
And then he had one with what, asshole and nuts hanging.
That was the one. Yeah. Oh, it was like old man, gray hairy ass, like teabagging right on the screen. Yeah.
And you probably got a screenshot of that too.
I don't have that one.
He was busy sending it in.
Yeah, it's hard to take a screenshot when you're filming.
It's hard to do the screenshot when you're the one the one guilty of it.
A lot of twisted people out there.
See, Chris, aren't you glad your Wednesday nights don't devolve to something like this?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a no comment.
So got a weird question here. What color are all these photos?
Color.
I mean
what?
the skin color.
Were they Caucasian? Were they would you call them black? What?
I mean, why would you want to worry about the color?
Because I'm willing to bet it was all a bunch of white guys sending their junk in.
Leave it to the fucking black guy to call the race card. What the fuck?
I'm just saying, y'all are some crazy sons of bitches. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, half a fucking cracker, so you're crazy just as much as we are.
Well, they had to be white. There's no black people have computers, do they?
Look, next thing he's gonna ask is for the fucking reparations.
You guys heard about that shit? Where was it? San Francisco or some shit? Something they're talking about $5 million a black person. That's freaking crazy.
Yep, that's San Francisco.
Are they actually doing it? Like, I can't believe that's got to be like a pipe dream, man. Like, come on. Like, every black person in the country is going to move to San Francisco, like, by next week if this shit's real.
You absolutely should move down there. Milk that shit. Hey, listen, if the white liberal idiots are willing to pay you $5 million, then take it.
Shit. That's crazy.
But you're only going to get 2.5.
Well, actually, he'll have to prove a DNA test, and then they'll pay him based upon his percentage. So if he's over 50%, then they'll say, okay, then you can have 2.5. But if he's at like 46%, they're probably gonna say, yeah, you're not black enough.
I don't know, man. You know, if the cops describe you as black, I think you should just be considered black.
Hey, Rob, you got kids?
Yeah.
How many?
More and more every day, so it seems.
But any of them white?
Yeah, they'd be considered white, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then I guess you are 50%.
Well,
And MC says, "What do the Irish get? 6 million and a fifth of whiskey?"
And a sack of potatoes. Irish get the freaking
Got their own
St.
damn
Patrick's Day.
holiday.
yeah, they get the St. Patrick's Day, you know, and black people got a whole month. My
I don't know.
question-
Maybe it's the beginning, and down the line, we'll see that there's, basically every group's been enslaved at one point or another, and a lot of places slavery's still a thing, and maybe we'll all end up with $5 million checks, and it'll be the new stimulus package.
You know where slavery started, right? You know where the word slave come from.
From the Slavs.
Slavic people.
From the Slavs. So my people were the first original slaves, and freaking Russians were slaves long after black people were liberated in this country, and they were still slaves in Russia.
There's still slavery going on today.
Yep.
It's not here in the United States or in Great Britain, some places like that, but it's still happening.
And there's different forms of slavery. I mean, how many people are slaves to paycheck and paying down those bills, the credit and this and that. I call it slave to shiny stuff, kind of.
Yeah.
Work your ass off for all the night shit, and then you get screwed over in the end anyway half the time. So,
Yep. Slaves to all the guns and ammo.
and society tells you got to have a new car every 3 years. All this type
Just
of
to let
stuff.
you know,
It's crazy, man.
Every 3 years, my truck's year and a half already considering trading it in.
See? Yeah, it's like
I just
chasing the
wanna make it
dragon,
public
bro.
that I'm
What was that? You keep breaking up, Artak.
Yeah, I just like to let everybody know that I'm 3% victim too, so I need my check.
Well, you get the $3,000 out of 5 million for 3%.
It's $1,500 after taxes.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, but you can't
Hey,
have
look,
identification.
I agree. I think every Democrat should have to pay reparations.
Out of if they want to pay for it, let them pay for it.
17. Wait a minute.
Shit.
I'm all for it. Let them pay for it.
You ever watch those videos where
It was like,
Well,
people forget about the Irish slaves.
ever watch those videos where a guy goes out in a crowd of people, young people, and asks them questions? Ask them like what country is Queen of England from? And he has 10 different people, and like, or he goes, where was the Vietnam War fought?
Talking about that man on the street stuff. I think it's Mark Dice or whatever. Yeah, he'll go even to law schools and ask them about the Constitution, and nobody freaking knows anything. Like, a lot of stuff. It makes a damn fool out of America. But, it really does.
And these people can vote.
Every once in a while, he'll get a good one that'll damn near try to attack him. I seen one with this old guy that just started getting on his ass, which was kind of cool, because he was trying to get him to sign a petition for something. I don't know. I've seen it where they try to do it, trying to ban H2O, and people are out there like they're signing it and shit. He'll say like, oh, something Obama came up with or whatever. He'll just throw a name out there and people will, oh yeah, and they sign it. Like, that's the future. It's a damn shame.
Yep. And you know what the problem is? The school system sucks. The kids are dumber and dumber.
Okay, so we want to Did you? I'm pretty sure everybody's heard because it's probably been like national news. Did you guys hear about the high school teacher? I think he's a high school teacher who had his students write an essay on their sexual fantasy, but it couldn't have penetration involved.
No, but it would have been nice seeing an article about a high school teacher that got dragged out and put on a list.
Yep, that happened right here in Oregon. That was that, and the school board actually is defending the teacher, saying that he didn't do anything wrong. He took that assignment out of the
It don't
program
matter.
that
Out
they
of the damn
use.
book or whatever. It don't matter. Who put it in there? That's not the point. So they had the lights down low too, incense going, and everybody had to read their fantasy off there. I mean, yeah, it was this big jack off fest in school. What the hell's going on here? What's going on here?
All right, so imagine this, right? You're a father, you have a daughter. Daughter's 17, 18, right?
Groomers.
And you find out the high school coach banging your freaking daughter. So you're gonna go like, fuck that guy, I'm gonna kill him, motherfucker, right? Now let's think other way around. You got 17-year-old, 18-year-old boy, and he's banging the high school freaking teacher, some 25, 30-year-old hottie, and he's banging her. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go high five, motherfucker, enjoy this shit.
That's the best double standard I could ever think of.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's
Yeah,
not like
I have to agree with that because
Okay. So
look,
we go
were
down that
all
road.
17-year-old boys, and if we were getting some from a hot chick,
Like, if I was 17, I'd had a hot freaking teacher and she'd be willing to bang me. I'm keeping my fucking mouth shut. I'm enjoying the ride. I don't understand how these
That happened
boys
in my
keep
high
dragging
school.
this shit out. And,
I would say, think back to that happened. I mean, you had like the major Mary Kate Letourneau issue where she was banging the student. She went to jail. She gets out of jail. Then they end up getting married, has a kid. She goes back to prison because she's like breaking like her release and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happened in my high school. Everybody knew the guy was banging the art teacher. And after graduation, about a year later, they did get married. They never had any kids. But this is back in the 80s.
Yeah, that's because there wasn't an internet where you could post pictures or cell phones with cameras where you could snap pictures and have the evidence there. See? So sometimes technology screws you.
no, you screw yourself. You know, you got a hot teacher that wants to bang you. Then, like I said, you keep your mouth shut. Why the hell would you go brag about that shit?
Yeah, I think so. What got Mary Kate was she had like sent some pictures of her in like lingerie to the kid, and he showed one of his buddies, who then his buddy like told his parents, and his parents then, it just snowballed down there.
I bet you it was father. He was jealous that he's not getting any.
I see we got this point in the double standard, but I don't like it, man. I just don't like it. I think it kind of goes back to the genetics in a sense. Guys are always trying, and so if you put your kid in front of somebody that's for an education purpose or whatever, you're expecting them to keep that aside, not to be put on your kids in a sense.
I got
women are always denying half the time. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of, they're the pussy keeper. You know what I mean? They're the ones that say yes or no or whatever in the case. You know what I mean? So, they hold that power. So it's like, that's where it's almost like you see it as they're taking advantage. You would expect a guy to do that. You're hoping he wouldn't do that. The woman, you would kind of look at differently, not to take advantage of a young kid. Even though, yes, as a young kid, I wouldn't have been upset or whatever, disappointed, whatever the case may be. But standard wise, I think there's a slight difference there. I don't like it. I think, maybe at a college level, it make it a little different. You know what I mean? But as far as regular schools, I just don't like it, man.
How is it different in the college level? So how is it different?
Because the professor might be the same age, literally. I mean, they're going for guidance, and hopefully they're paying for it themselves. So
but what I'm saying is, you can be a junior in the college, banging a senior in college, and the same difference in age as you are senior in the high school, and you banging the teacher that just started. It's the same, Don't forget that, if you're a senior in the high school, almost 18 years old, the teacher's only 22, 23 years old. I have a friend from a high school. She married a freaking gym teacher, and they actually live here in New Jersey. And she's my age, and he's like 4 or 5 years older. That's all.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it either way because, in a sense, it's how do you know the grades are even fair at that point? Anything. Coverage, favoritism. I mean, there's a lot of shit. That's like, the new girl banging the boss and she gets a promotion. You're gonna be pissed off, dude. Like,
now you're just jealous. Now you're just jealous you didn't get to bang a teacher in the high school. That's all.
I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much jealousy.
No, it's called he did bang a teacher in high school, but then he flunked that class.
Yeah, because he did a bad job.
I got no comment on that. That's not the point. The point is, when you're thinking as a parent, you don't want your daughter being a target in the high school from the freaking gym coach or whatever. Like, the guy takes that personal. Yeah, if the law doesn't do something, you better take it upon yourself to do something. But at the same time, you know what I mean? It is. You just wouldn't naturally expect that from a female. Not saying that it can't be done or it doesn't happen. I'm just stating, like, I can see a mom acting like the dad in that place. I don't know if that makes sense.
What if it's the other way around? What if the guy, the gym teacher's not even at fault? What if the girl came on to him? Hey, because you have to understand, 99% of the time.
But that's where. The teacher should be like, dude, you got a problem with your daughter. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, so give you the heads up on that aspect, and then you can chain her to the radiator or something. I don't
know. What if your daughter was really super ugly and you just, appreciated the fact that somebody's hitting on her?
So there you go.
You don't want to be abused.
Speaking of all this bullshit, I have a daughter that just turned 18 on fucking Tuesday.
Well, shit, I just found out I got another daughter like a week ago. So, yeah.
It's like that's Oprah, because you get a daughter.
Wait a minute. How did you get another daughter?
Well, he should have cut those balls off when he was fucking 18.
That damn ancestry shit. Somebody tracked down one of my kids, basically, and then I got notified. So apparently happened obviously a long time ago. I knew nothing about it, and the mother went the adoption route, I guess. So and would never know if it wasn't for that ancestry stuff or 22andMe or whatever the hell it is. So even though I had nothing to do with it, one of my kids did, and there was markers that matched up, blah blah blah, social media, one thing leads to another. I'm getting a phone call asking if my number can be shared and blah blah blah, and and next thing you know, I got another kid. So
well, I like the part that he say I had nothing to do with it, but I have another fucking kid. Well, obviously you got a lot to do with it, motherfucker.
Hey man, I didn't know nothing about no kid though. That's the whole point. So
yeah. You were just trying to dodge the fucking child support for 18 years. Come on.
Yeah, that's the best thing. You didn't have to pay.
I guess. Yeah, kind of got robbed.
New daughter.
Though. I mean,
you did a good job. That you can.
his pullout game
Yeah,
was
you got
weak.
robbed of a child, but not now.
Like they didn't have condos when you were a young kid.
Rob can't be a truck driver.
yeah.
He can't.
That's yes, and more than likely I used protection, and more than likely a protection failed at the time. There's a story to this, but it's not something I'd just go on about.
Well, this show is in the toilet.
Rob
we
don't
might
want
as
to
well
admit
keep
that
going.
he's a bad truck driver and can't back up and drop his load right.
Like I said, his pullout game was weak.
Will you stop?
Well, apparently his sperms were freaking really strong.
Oh yeah, all I gotta do is look at a chick and she gets pregnant.
Yep. Well, it was great being on YouTube while it lasted.
Well, look, Rob, now you can get 70 grand and guarantee you won't have any more kids.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not definitely not trying to have more kids. So
I barely
was-
want to have.
never trying to have a kid to begin with.
I actually don't have a kids anymore.
When you taking her to Disneyland?
He's too cheap to take her to Disneyland. She'd have to take his ass to Disneyland.
Well, if he found out now that he has a kid, she probably has a kid already, so he's probably grandpa. He's going to be taking the grandkid to this.
Yeah.
No, she don't have a kid already. Damn.
But she is
In your
pregnant.
assumptions. No. In your assumptions.
Well, apple doesn't fall from the tree, right?
Is she a nurse so she can take care of you? She got a good job?
Yeah, good job, yeah. So yeah, I don't want to get all in the details, but she just had evaluation the other day, and from what I hear, they call her irreplaceable. So that's pretty good.
So that means that she'll be fired by next Friday.
Well, you know what?
We're just
If it's a good stripper in the club, they call her replaceable as well.
No.
Tuesday.
It's actually a school. But not that I'm a fan of the
Tuesday.
school system.
I just realized I don't have a kids anymore because my daughter's adult now. Holy shit. I'm an old man.
Well, then there's a good thing. If you do end up ever getting divorced, you don't have to worry about child support.
Of course I do. She's 18. I got to pay for the fucking college.
No,
Her
she's
mother-
18. She's an illegal adult.
Yeah, the fucking, this is New York. That shit ain't going to work. Plus, she's still my daughter. It's not like when I cut her off because I get divorced.
Yeah, I think it's what, 18 or 21, depending on if they're still in
No, your
school
wife
and
will do
living
that
at
for you.
home.
25.
21 in our state. So
Well,
unless they change it. So
Under the that
Well, I think it's 26.
Obamacare, you're responsible for their insurance until they're 25. If
Yeah,
they're
but
in school.
Yeah, but that's not just me. That's also mother. So as long as mother has a job with the insurance, they'll cover. And my son's turning 23 this year, and he's gonna be done with the college by June. So I'm not worried about him. It's really her, and she wants to be a freaking vet. 14 grand a semester.
for a vet,
Yeah, and that's
all right. Is she working towards that? Like does she work for a vet's office now?
yeah. She last summer she volunteered at the vet's office.
Because there's one of my kids got into that basically, and they're paying her on the job to go to be a vet.
Nah, fuck no. They're not paying
She
her
gets
school.
paid like she's one of the highest paid people there, as a matter of fact. But that's a whole other story. But she's getting a hell of a deal. They're paying for her to go, like, in the stuff, and she just got in on surgeries recently. So she's getting like on the job training type shit, and they're
Well,
gonna pay for the certificate.
She couldn't do that because she was only 17 last year, And now
Well,
she's
I would look at that option because, you know, in my opinion, people like people with actual experience over a piece of paper and shit. You get paid to do it versus you having to pay to do it.
the school in Vermont, they have all the shit. It's supposed to be one of the best. She really wanted to go down to Tennessee, but Tennessee was a lot more money. They didn't really give her scholarships. So now she's still looking for to a SUNY school in Billings or whatever the fuck it is. So she's looking into that one, see if she likes the school and how much it is. But right now it looks like she'll be going to Vermont, which is gonna suck because I'm gonna be down in fucking Tennessee, so it's gonna be an extra 3-4 hour drive.
Well, I'd put it out there to her, let her know it's a thing because, you know, obviously she might even take more pride in doing her own way, you know, so.
You can't work in a vet's office and go to vet school unless it's like a freaking local school or whatever attached to. Like how she's gonna be working over here and going to school in Vermont.
Maybe not the way she wants to. I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, that's all up to you guys. I'm just saying, you know, it can be done. It's same with pharmaceuticals. A lot of pharmacies will pay their, you know, potential people
they're not gonna take the kid out of high school, you know. So there's gotta be more to it.
Mine was out of high school.
You know.
I don't know. I'm just, you know what I mean? I was just saying it, you know, it's a thing. It may not be for everybody. It might not work everywhere for every company, but yeah, it's a thing. Yeah.
I'm
she
sure
was actually homeschooled. She wasn't even out of high school. She was out of homeschool.
Oh, that's even scarier. I wouldn't bring my dog there then. I don't know. Whatever she wants to do. She's old enough to make a fucking decision. I gotta figure out how to make some money this year because I gotta buy her a new car. Well, not new, but better. Hey, you wanna buy a slightly used BMW, Rob?
You talking $200, $300?
No, more like $3,500.
3,500?
Yeah.
They run?
It's her car. She only has 100,000 miles, 110 on it. I gotta buy her something better.
Yeah, maybe. If I not personally, I might know somebody that's interested. So
I'm just busting her chops. I gotta wait till she graduates, and I gotta make some money. I gotta buy her some better car, and that's gonna be the last fucking car I'm buying her. This way, I wanna be satisfied. She's got a decent car for the college, and that's it. Next car she's buying on her own. I did the same thing with my son.
Never had a car bought for me, and I've never bought one for a kid.
Yeah, well, you know what? Trying to do better for the kids. So I didn't really buy the car for my son. He kind of paid off part of it. He was working and paying it off. And when he graduated the high school, I paid off the rest as a present. So my daughter got lucky because I had a better car and it didn't die, so she didn't have to. And the car she has now, she'll still drive. It's just old. You know, it's 2006. I just want something better, especially if she's gonna be further away. You know, just want to be have a peace of mind. So I would like to buy her one, and you know what? If and like I said, help her out this way she doesn't have to worry about a car for the next 5, 6, 7 years till she's done with the school. And once she's done with the school and she needs a new car, she better figure this shit on her own.
You know, I can say I have never bought a kid a car.
Well, you never had a kid.
Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't have to worry about it.
Make good life decisions, G.
I've basically helped them be able to buy a car themselves is what I've done. So
Yeah, but you have to buy
love or what it is, but you know, budgeting, finance, like you get that shit down now, and it only gets easier. You get used to it, but when you take the free ride and then hit the wall, life cracks and you're asking for money all the time. Like, I've made it clear when they were like in just getting out of diapers, that's not going to be me. So don't think I'm fixing your life for you, because mine's fucked up as it is. So, you know what I mean? So, I'm just being honest. So, but all that type of stuff, like, you get used to covering your own ass, and life's going to be easy. You're not going to cry about everything, and so far it's pretty much working out.
They'll talk about a fucking tough love. No, my kids don't ask for money. Ever since my daughter started driving and she's working, I didn't give her a dime. As a matter of fact, many times she would buy stuff for the house. You just text her what we need, she would buy it. She buys food and snacks that she likes. So I haven't, like, same thing with my son. I don't think I ever give him.
You want to trade kids?
No, my son's the same way. My son's away now. I mean, the way he works right now, he works these gigs, so he only works like a couple of weeks here, a couple of weeks there. Like last 3 weeks, he's been working his ass off. He's been pulling 80+ hours a week, and that's in the 5 days. They worked him hard that day at the PA shit. He's shooting the movie, about 2 hours away. They're paying for the hotel and everything. Then he's gonna come home on Sunday. He's gotta go back Monday. He'll be home for the rest of the week, and then he's going back to the city to shoot another movie.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the 17-year-old daughter that's buying her own snacks and shit. My kid's
she haven't asked me once, or my wife, for the money. And even when she buys the stuff for the house, once in a while my wife gives her money for that when she asks. But now she's not asking for the money. She's like everything on her own.
Shit, my kid buys me snacks. You see the difference?
Well, if I ask her, she buys me snacks, but I'm not snacking really, and she can't buy me booze. My son, on the other hand, when he's around, I tell him buy the 6-pack on the way home, or buy me a freaking bourbon. So that's a beauty of it.
My kid's got a good job, makes good money, and he's like, well, I'm 17. Like, if I didn't have a job, you'd be buying that for me. Why do I got to use my own money for it?
Well, he's not stupid.
I know that says a smart kid. Yeah. I can put my money away. I can spend Dad's money and don't have to worry about it.
No, I didn't say he wasn't smart. I just was stating that all about floored me there when he said his kid was willing to buy food. Like,
as long as it saves the money, it's okay. Like my daughter, she's saving her money. She's not pissing shit away. So, no, she's not really doing stupid shit.
I think it's a problem when people start expecting shit. You know what I mean? Especially when there's other people out there at 15 in their own damn apartments working that are, emancipated or whatever the case, or, fathers at 2 at 17, busting their ass, don't take shit for granted. That's how people get, problems start, in my opinion. So I would have said something about that, Chris. Like, just don't take it for granted, because it don't have to be this way. Don't piss me off.
Yeah, like today, we're walking into the gun store, and I don't know, he's walking out in front of me about 10 feet, and I look down, and I'm like, this kid's got like a $200 pair of Jordans on his feet, and I'm like, when the hell did you get those shoes? I'm like, where'd those come from? He goes, oh, I bought them when we were out in Vegas. And I'm like, didn't you just call me 2 days ago and said you didn't have any money on your lunch account at school? And Dad, you need to put money on my account. And I'm like, he goes, well, I'm 17 years old. He's like, you got to buy my lunch at school. I'm like, well, I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, man. I'm like, those shoes, he wears the same size shoe I wear now. He wears a 13. I'm like, I'm going to wear them shoes to work. What do you think of that? Boy, he didn't like that.
Hey, listen, he knows how to work the system. He'll be a good Democrat.
Hey, at least I didn't have to buy his lunch and buy the $200 Jordans, right? I guess there's a silver lining here.
Are you sure that you didn't buy those $200 shoes? Have you checked the credit card recently?
He ain't got any of my cards. He's got his own debit card.
When you were in the hotel, you could have been not paying attention.
Maybe he checked the room.
Yeah.
No, my kids wouldn't even consider $200 shoes. First of all, they would have a hard time finding them because my son's size 14 and my girl is size 13 lady. So both of them have a hell of a time finding fucking shoes.
Oh.
But if they're in
God
Vegas,
damn.
if they're in Vegas, they have concierge that will go get that for them.
13 ladies? I didn't even know they made shoes like that.
Yeah, she's got some feet.
Dude, how tall is she?
If she'll kick you in the ass, the water in her knee will quench your thirst.
Yeah, but how tall is she?
6 feet?
Okay. Those are some big ass feet. I'm sorry. I'm just asking. Like, holy shit, man.
See,
My youngest sister is 6 foot tall. My middle sister's 5'11". Those girls got some big feet on them.
Yeah.
Like, what does that transfer over to men's? If it's a 13 and a half women's?
I don't know.
Like a 10 and a half men's or something?
Yeah, probably.
10
So
or 11.
I guess it's probably not that big, but
11.
it just sounds really big. I don't know.
I don't know. Google that shit. No, my kids are big. My son's 6'5".
The lady screaming 11 and a half. 11 and a half. A chick with 11 and a half men's size feet. That's some big ass feet, man.
Yeah, that's what it says. 1.5 size difference. Yeah. Misfit was right.
Yeah, and when my son, when he needed the car, when my old Beamer died, that he was driving, and I told him, go online, start looking for cars that you would like. He had no fucking idea. He couldn't care less. Like BMW doesn't mean a shit to him. Hell, I don't care if I buy him a Tesla. He don't mean shit as long as he can fit in it. That's all he cares about.
Well, shit, I wouldn't complain either if you're gonna buy me a car. I mean, yeah. What's up?
Oh, I didn't buy it for him. I put a down payment down, but he was making the payments. First, he was trying to figure out how much the insurance and everything is. I'm like, dude, you're never gonna make enough money to pay for all that. Just if you come up with the $300 a month for a payment, we're good. I'll cover the rest. The fucking insurance went up $2,000 when I added him to my insurance.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. I ain't ever putting my kids on my insurance. Oh, hell no. I let them drive one of my vehicles temporarily for some reason, but you can get your own damn insurance.
Nah,
that's part of the deal, man. Like,
yeah, but you don't.
Oh, hell no, I ain't gonna be responsible for your stupid shit. Like, whatever the case is, hell no. My bill's not going up because you don't know how to park in the right spot and shit.
Oh my god, you're a heartless motherfucker.
Dude, I ain't kidding, bro. I ain't kidding.
I even had my goddaughter under my insurance. She's 20. She's gonna be 21. She couldn't afford. Her insurance would be like $5,000.
At 16, I got my own car and had my own insurance.
And so,
like, you can do it. It's just, do you want to? Do you want to make the sacrifice? Then you value. Do you want those $250 shoes? Do you feel like trading that amount of time at work for those? Or can you settle for those $70 shoes? That's when kids start, like, doing the magic happens, dude. They start seeing it and they don't fall
that's not sacrifice. That's stupidity. Because why would I let my kid pay $5,000 for the insurance when I can put him under my insurance and cost him $2,000?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm going on a beer run. I'll be back in a few.
Well, my house, we got different priorities.
You guys are making society too goddamn soft. That's what. See, you guys are a problem, man.
No, it's not about soft. My house, education comes first.
First time their girlfriend says no and they can't pay a bill, they're shooting somebody.
No, my house, education comes first. And I told my kids, until you go to college, I'll help you out with the bills as much as I can. Once you're fucking done, then fuck you're on your own. You get a job and figure this shit out. And if you don't go to college, then better figure out how to get a job and start paying fucking rent and everything. My kids cook their own fucking foods. My kids do their own fucking laundry. Hell, fucking 50 years old, not last 3 weeks, I'm doing my own laundry myself and my own cooking.
G23 is like, I'm so happy I didn't have kids.
Yep.
My
Well,
daughter
okay,
doesn't want to
let's
have
put it
kids.
this way. I'm not putting my DNA out there on one of those like ancestry things because I don't want to find out if I have kids that I don't know about.
Got the G23 and me and you. I love it, man.
I don't know. As much as the kids are pain in the ass, on the other hand, you know what? The shit I'm going through right now, my kid calls me up asking what's going on. He stopped by the other day, you know, see if I'm okay, if I didn't blow my brains out.
Yikes.
So the boys still communicating with you.
Oh no, they both are. Even my daughter, when I text her, I need shit, she brings it over. You know. No, I mean I'm still
'Cause I know
communicating.
sometimes people like taking sides and things, and it gets a little funny. So
Well, you know, my daughter definitely being manipulated by my wife. There's no doubt about it. But you know, it was her birthday on Tuesday. I took her out Wednesday or Thursday. We went for the dinner and shit. We talked, and she's got, well, her mind's on different things. She's trying to finish the fucking school, figure out where she's gonna go to school, and all the other shit. Plus, she's working. You know. Now you gotta understand, she's an honorable student, and she has a fucking job on the side, and she does drama and other crap, so she don't have a whole lot of time for bullshit. And
drama the class or what?
what?
What do you mean drama?
She does drama in school, like fucking school plays and shit.
Oh Jesus! What's the point? They all teenagers got drama. You don't need a class or a play for that shit.
Well, she likes that shit, so she's into that. She wants to do it. So what the fuck, you know? Even though in a 4 years she never got a single decent part because the fucking drama teacher's a goddamn queer, and he hates me. This is back last year or year before when the fucking COVID was still hitting, right? And they finally had like a play in school, and they had to wear the fucking mask. There was like a clear shield they had in front of them. It sucked. You couldn't understand what they're saying. So I come to fucking school. This was like, I don't know, after Christmas or something. So I come to school for the premiere, and it's on Friday night. So I got my coffee. I like the auditorium's half empty. You know, there's not that many people. Usually Saturday everybody shows up. So I sit away from the people. I got my cup of coffee. I'm sipping, and the fucking guy goes up and down the aisle. He goes, mask. Anybody needs mask? He comes over to me. Sir, you need the mask? I'm like, no, I'm okay. Oh no, you need the mask. No, I don't. Oh, it's a school policy. I don't care. I'm not a student. No, you gotta have a mask, dude. I have a medical condition. Leave me alone. I fucking stopped him dead in his tracks when I said that. He goes, what is it? None of your fucking business. You can't ask me that. Okay. What's your name? None of your fucking business. Walk away. You know? So he finally gave up, walk away. My wife comes over. She's like, I'm like, who the fuck is the clown? She's like, well, that's the vice principal. You asshole. I'm not sitting with you. All right. You know? It makes a lot of sense. So then the drama teacher stopped by and thought, oh, shoot, you should wear a mask. Yeah. Walk away. Leave me alone.
So you went in there all alpha male.
Oh,
and
fuck
they
yeah.
got upset with you about it. That's what's going on?
Yeah, I was, whatever the fuck I do. Like, thank God I didn't have like a real job that I had to wear a mask and all that, because I would get fucking arrested. When all this shit was going on, I was like Home Depot everywhere. I never wear shit anywhere. People were yelling at me. I had a full card. I walking out of Home Depot. The lady had everything scanned. I got my card out to pay. She looks at me. Oh, you're not wearing a mask. Yeah, and? Oh, I'm not waiting on you. Okay. I took the card, pushed it to the next register. Lady scanned everything. I paid and I left.
We got the same thing at the ice cream shop. Took our order, made the ice cream, and they wouldn't hand it out the window because we didn't have a mask on.
It's like
horrible, man.
I would go to a local diner and it was the same thing. Literally 3 steps to get to the bar where you sit down and order your food, or 5 steps to a fucking table. And people like wearing a mask till they sit down, then they take them off, they get up, they put them. I'm looking around like, are you fucking all stupid or what? And then you're talking to the people like, sir, you do know that you have about 0.01 greater chance dying of this shit than from flu. Oh, where you getting your facts? CDC website? Ever heard of that? How about you go check it out? Just yeah. I mean, that period just showed how stupid people are, how gullible they are, how willing they are to do whatever the fuck the government tells them. Me, on the other hand, I'm like that meme where the kids asked the dad, like, how did you survive COVID? And he goes, shit ton of bourbon. And the kid goes, fucking legend.
Yeah, the true rebel right here. True rebel.
Yep. At least I didn't storm the Capitol building, though.
Let in
Man.
by the guard.
Shot by the police.
Right in the face.
It was center mass.
Hey, Chris, let me ask you something. Let me ask you a plumbing question.
Okay.
So when you're running the pipes and you're running those manifolds, does it help with like when you open the faucet, you get hot water faster?
No.
So what's the point then? It just looks better?
You mean as far as? Well, a lot of people want them just because they don't want all those fittings. Because you're running one solid piece of pipe all the way from that manifold to the fixture.
No, I get that. But usually what I do is I would run 3/4 in the basement, and then from there I would go to fixtures. Or sometimes I would bring the 3/4 up to the second floor, and then from the 3/4 I would go to each fitting.
Yeah.
And then I even went as far as running 3/4 to a top, which didn't make a whole lot of sense because you're still putting the faucet on, and it's got a little 5/8 freaking fittings on it and 1/4-inch holes anyway. So
yeah, but you're bringing more volume to it by doing that. So it's still not a bad idea. No, a lot of the reason people like those, especially like people that have crawl spaces, so they don't have to worry about fittings in the crawl space, so they don't have to be worrying about shit leaking down there. And then two, people just like to have total control over that water. Because, I mean, as well as I do, like a lot of bathtubs and showers don't have shutoff valves. So if their faucet starts leaking, they can at least go down there and isolate that one fixture. So,
like, it's so stupid too. Why, why wouldn't you have one under your kitchen sink and stuff? You know what I mean? Any modern plumbing, you should have a damn shutoff available.
Well, the thing is, you got to factor in, like, on a tub and a shower, you got a lot of they're inside of a wall.
Yep. So usually you'd have an access panel somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But then you got people that bitch about the access panel. Well, I don't like the cosmetic look of it. So
yeah, I get it. I had one that made me run one to the exterior wall, no access or nothing, and hook up on it, which was not the best idea, but
sometimes you can have an access panel because you'll have a shower and the top back to back in the wall, against each other, so you can't even put access panel. I have a soaking top, same thing. You got what are you gonna do? Put access panel on the ceiling? They look like crap, So yeah. So I was thinking maybe next house that's what I'll do, because the 1/2-inch packs it's just easier to work with than 3/4. It bends nice, without the kinks and shit. So maybe I'll do that.
yeah, just make sure you put that mana block as close to the water heater as you can, because you want to get that hot water into that block. So I always try to put the mana block somewhere right where the water heater's at.
Yeah, I kind of figured it would help with the hot water because if I'm running 3/4 line, right? So now you got so much more water coming, so you got to wait for the volume of the water that's in the pipe to being replaced with the hot water.
Yeah, MC's got
do that.
Good.
I use a different fittings because I use the Viega fittings.
Yeah.
Mine has like a full ring with a double crimp.
Yep.
So I'm not really worried about fittings leaking or anything like that, but just that.
Yeah. Yeah, MC's talking about the recirculation lines. That's definitely the way to go. I mean, if you want that instant hot water, that's how to
Yeah,
do it.
but then like even the kitchen sink over here, takes about 2 minutes till you get the hot water. So it's just not worth. It's not worth it having it for that. And the same thing in the shower. I mean, really, you turn the shower on, get your towel, do whatever. The dealing with the recirculation for every bathroom, that's a penny ass. And
It probably takes about a minute, less than a minute in my place to get hot water. But I keep my hot water jacked, though, like jacked. It's not all the way up, but it's pretty damn close. Like if you go and just turn the hot on, you'll burn the shit out of yourself. But you can also make instant coffee, hot chocolate, ramen noodles right off the tap. Just boom. Like, so pretty much I keep my
hot.
shit jacked up. But I like hot showers, and we run the shower for a long time too. I don't know. It just seems to work out better for us. So that's the way it's a known thing in our we warn people as you come in or whatever. So obviously, if it was like a rental or something, I wouldn't do that. But I don't know. It doesn't take long to get our water hot. I was going to say maybe there's a difference in some of your cases because of the amount of line and what your temperature's at to begin with. So
it depends on the size of the house. So
Yeah.
in other words, Rob wakes up in the morning, he puts a hot water in the freaking his travel mug, dumps the coffee, and then walks away.
I could, but with instant. But no, but yeah, I don't know. It seems easier cleaning. You don't have to wait around forever. All this type of stuff. So yeah, I like what I like now. Yeah, I like what I like, and I want it now. Damn it! I guess it's one of those things. So
You one demanding motherfucker.
I am. I admit it. I got some quirks. Yeah.
My hot water comes out 124.
Said yours is lukewarm.
No. My hot tub's at 104.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm glad they got it going again.
Yeah. $985 later.
Damn. And what part did they have to change?
The PC board shorted out.
Oh boy. How much was the board itself?
And I had the board itself was like $280. And then I had a leak on my waterfall feature. So they had to fix that. And then it was 3 hours of labor at $125 an hour.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Steep bill.
Run it nonstop 3 years and without a hiccup. And, we use it a lot. So, it's.
Yeah. Sucks you couldn't swap the board yourself. But, I'm sure it's not in a convenient, easy location either. So.
Oh, it's a hot tub. Working on a hot tub is worse than working on a boat. When you get down the engine compartment of a boat, I had 33-foot sea ray, and you're still upside down, hanging out with one hand, getting pinched in places that only G23 knows about.
It reminds me of those old doghouse vans or whatever. Like, those things are bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally laying in the whole damn area.
If I can write a check and call the guy, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad it's up and running. So hopefully when I stop by, the hot tub will be nice and clean and available.
Oh, it's got all new water in it, all new filters. I just ordered some new chemical. Oh yeah. It's cold as shit out right now, or else I'd be sitting in it talking to you fine fellas. I mean, I don't have a problem going out there when it's cold, but getting to it and getting out of it when it's all ice out there, I don't want to fall down and bust my old ass,
I get it.
Look at that, balls.
You got chocolate?
What's that?
And this is
Marble surround.
the nicest thing. The toilet's in a separate room.
Blow that baby right up. Looks like there's room to sprawl in there too. You can really get a wide stance.
And the freaking mirror and the mirror
What
has
kind
a
of camera?
Bluetooth. You can play music on it.
Okay, is that
So
a
you
one-way
showing
mirror?
off
You got
the
a
back
camera?
of his head?
You can play music on the mirror?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
I saw
That's
those
cool.
just the other day. Yeah.
And
do I have a
And you
delay?
can poop in privacy?
And it has a radiant heat floors.
Those are nice.
No wonder you can't sell that house. Nobody can afford it.
I have
thought you sold it.
I have accepted offer, but people have to sell their house. And here's a kid's bathroom. That's
And
what
there's
I'm
some crazy Russian guy living in it.
Well, yeah, right now, And here's the kid's bathroom.
Nice.
You got all the Chinese faucets, shit that you can put out of the way.
Well, look at that. Brooke Cheney's out there. You can put Brooke
Hey,
Cheney
Brooke.
in a new bathroom, Bald. She needs a new bathroom.
Oh yeah. This is my kingdom right now. Kind of sad, but what you gonna do? It is what it is.
So
Is that called the dog house?
so
I mean, the house
Were
is not
those
that
heated
expensive.
floors in the bathroom?
Yeah, both
Yeah.
bathrooms have a heated floors.
Okay, nice.
Look at it. Nice big ass door. Kitchen.
I told
fireplace.
you, I'll give you 1,200 for it.
A week?
Nah, man, nah, monthly.
still a deal.
I'll give you 1,200.
For 1,200 a monthly, I'll give you one garage.
Is it a 2-car or 3-car?
It's a 2-car, but you can only have one.
You put the other one up on
Is there a
box
loft?
That's all right, Coop. We've all made asses out of ourselves tonight.
So, I will be doing a interview with Brooke, possibly, as long as she doesn't go back and watch any part of this show.
Hey, I done told you in private, I've lost 2 subscribers off this show already.
Was that just plain cement out there?
What? No stamped concrete?
I know. I mean, it's not dyed. There's no finish. It's not stamped. What kind of? That's your
No,
problem,
it's
Bob.
It's a
What's that
broom
lame shit?
It's a broom finish patio. So what? This is
Broom
not
finish.
800,000.
That's what I. Oh, come on, dude. Come on.
It's only 700 grand.
Wow. See, it's the details, buddy. It's the details.
Well, let's see your fucking patio, motherfucker.
So, like I said, I'll be doing a recording interview with Brooke Cheney, where I will be on her live stream on a Saturday night. On a Saturday night for the Suicide Prevention Saturday on a Great Start Shooting Connection channel. So as soon as I know the exact date, I think it will be on like the 22nd or something.
That'll be cool.
So
I really enjoyed that. Clevertack did an interview with her the other day. That was a really good show.
So there we go. Next Saturday we'll record it either tomorrow or Monday, and then she will air it Saturday the 25th, because I think she's going to be at a competition or something. So she won't be able to do her normal. So Brooke's an awesome person with great channel. I know it's a hard topic to cover, and I'm glad that she does, cover it. I know not everybody likes talking about the suicide.
I just went over and subbed her channel. I wasn't subscribed.
That happens from time to time. You can
So
get subbed and you get unsubbed.
How many channels does she have, though?
So she has her
Great
channel
Start
that you're
Shooting
seeing,
School.
and then a Great Start Shooting School.
Okay. Let me go find that one.
For $700,000, you think that concrete slab would have a knee wall with like a nice concrete cap on it for seating, and then like a big old gas fire pit.
Something. It looked a little damn plain to me. It looked like, the hood curved.
This is unfair.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's unfair because he's not here to, defend himself. But
Well,
the rest of the
yeah,
house
he
looked
ran
pretty-
it off. I don't know. Just saying, I've, put a lot nicer work on places that are a lot cheaper than the one he was standing in. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
All right. I am subscribed to both of her channels now, and she is a USPSA shooter, so I like her even more.
And she was with the DC project. I think she was a director, I think, or state representative. And now she's kind of stepped back from that, but she still does like a lot of help for that. So,
Hi, Vanessa.
Yeah.
so she does a lot of good stuff.
She's smart. I really enjoyed listening to her. I was listening to Clover Live when I was at work the other day when he had her on. That was a good chat.
I caught most of it, but I did miss some parts of that because I don't remember what was going on that day.
I came in late, and then I went back and watched the replay when I catch the first part. Gary is out there.
She's going to hang out in this chat, and she must be somewhat cool, especially and still have him on. So,
Yeah.
That's
it's like one of those where you take in stray cats. She feels bad for us.
maybe.
As long as she doesn't go back and watch the first 2 hours.
Well, she can watch the first hour, but she needs to skip that second hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it went off the rails a little bit.
A little.
What hour did I come on?
Like 2.5, I think.
I actually had somebody comment on one of my videos that they had to leave the chat. Just saying.
That's like a compliment. You don't need no stuffy dickheads around you.
That could be true.
Don't let the door hit you.
Hey, we're just having fun.
I'm probably 90% sure I know who it is.
Well, the video that I just published is probably going to end up getting me a channel strike anyway. So, but I had so much fun making the video, I had to put it up. just a bad idea when you get me and Devin from Spectre Solutions together making videos.
Devin does seem like he could be a bad influence.
He is. He's real bad.
And if you think that he's a bad influence,
I'm blaming that video on him. If I get a channel strike, I'm never going to let him live it down.
Which one? Oh, is it the Rough Rider?
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have done that one, but man, it was so much fun. And it worked. It was a cheap way to suppress.
Did you duct tape it?
No, we didn't. We forgot to bring the duct tape, but we wrapped a hand towel around the cylinder.
That thumbnail is hilarious.
I'll have to go look at it when we're done. But
I let a couple people watch it before I put it up, and everybody's like, "No, it's fine. You didn't do anything wrong. You told people not to do this at home." So, yeah, we'll see.
Well, you
We'll
already
see
got
what comes out of it.
38 views and a bunch of comments already. So
I don't even think I got a notification for it.
I didn't either. I had to go look for it.
Yeah, like
We actually shot that video twice. The first time we shot that video, we didn't have the wire plugged into the mic all the way. It was like 3/4 of the way in. So we had no audio. And we got home because we actually shot that Calibri ammo through it. You couldn't even hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You could actually hear the trigger. But we only had 20 pieces of that Calibri, and then I'm like, we already burned it all up, and then I couldn't find it anywhere. I was all over the internet trying to buy a box of it. Nobody had it.
That's all I could find during the 22 shortage a couple years ago.
Isn't that how it goes? Because that Calibri, I don't even think it has powder in it. It's pretty much just a primer and a bullet.
A primer and a big ass bullet.
Yeah.
That thing is like as long as the case, I bought.
MC said he's got a couple stashed. Send me one. I'll make another one. I can't find it anywhere. I've tried.
Yeah, I bought my son a new Remington 597 that I painted orange because that's his favorite color, and I made him a custom case for it and everything. And we went up north to the cabin for him to shoot, and I'm like, oh crap, we forgot the ammo. So we stopped at Jay's up in Clare, Michigan, and walked in there, and that was the only ammo they had. And man, was it pricey. Oh, MC. Oh yeah, the Sniper Subsonic is a 60 grain. Maybe that's what it was. It was crazy. It wouldn't run in that automatic.
Sniper.
It would jam like every
22
round.
bullet. Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah. Yep. So over there.
it would probably work great out of the Rough Rider.
Mm-hmm. With a hand towel wrapped around it.
Probably should step up your game to a blanket or a beach towel.
Well, it was
Apparently
perfect.
the hand towel worked fine.
Yeah, it definitely worked. But there is a reason I put the glove on. There was a little bit of powder burning coming through there.
Maybe Bald will need some of that here quick.
You're on 5 more lists now.
So I was with the wife yesterday, and we stopped at Walmart down in Eagle Point, and I had a guy come up to me, and he's like, "Is that a Glock on?" I'm like, "Yep." I was like, "Yes, it is." He goes, "That's a damn good gun." I'm like, "Yeah, and it's 40 Smith & Wesson." And he's like, "Well, that will stop somebody quick."
You can tell that guy is just a TV guy. Knew nothing. Nothing.
What will hurt Rob's feeling even more? I tell Rob that his wife, who was right there, said that she got rid of her 380 I think it was an MMP. It was a Smith, and got the Glock 44-22. She traded it for a Glock.
Hey man, there's idiots born every day. I don't know what to tell you.
Sucker born every minute.
You know, that's if that's what she wanted. That's her right.
Her prerogative.
Yeah. I mean,
see, the
maybe
thing
he
is-
wants to get a new wife. You know, you never know. There could be a reason. That's similar to giving your wife a Sky, right?
Oh,
Well, when you want her to lose
The
in
thing is
shootout, yeah.
the thing is I was contemplating on which firearm I was going to carry, and I almost went with the SIG SP 2022. The SP 2022. I mean, yeah, it still would have been a 40 cal, but you know, I almost carried that instead of the Glock 23, but went with the Glock instead.
To each their own, but yeah, I don't know. That Glock
Dunham's
22.
has the
Oof. Picky.
Dunham's has the third gen 19 or 17 Glocks on sale for $529 this weekend.
So you're gonna go get one?
That used to be my, I was thinking about it, but I had to write a check for my hot tub. But
That's right. You got plastic.
I don't charge anything. I pay cash for everything.
Oh, you know, everyone's.
You ain't no fool, man.
You get, hey, when you get cash back, you buy the gun, you pay it off, right, before the bill comes due, and you still earn cash back on that firearm. So you're getting paid. You're getting even more money, you know, to buy it.
You screw up one time, or somebody screws up a transfer, and then they rack you with a late fee. You just lost all that cash back. Credit card companies can suck it. They always try to screw you, just like insurance companies.
That's how they make money. Yeah.
If they can't, that's my cousin's job. He's the vice president of an insurance company, and he's the VP of claims, and that's his job: how to refuse people's insurance claims. And they'll drag it out for years, calling, you know, arson, fire investigation, you know, all this. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway. So no,
Don't
I'm
feel
good with the
bad.
way
Don't
I
want
do
them
it.
guilty. Yeah, there's nothing
I'm not
wrong with
guilty.
paying cash, man. Nothing wrong with paying
work
cash. Not
for
needing
money.
to borrow.
I don't want to get no racket, you know. But hey, like Rob said, you're an adult. You make your own decisions, and if that's you, you do you, boo boo.
Yep. So honestly, Moo,
Yep.
when you got that email from me, how many times did you puke?
Well, I see that shit every day, so it doesn't. I mean, it's pretty rancid, but you know.
Oh, rancid.
It was a good one. or ratchet. I don't know. It was pretty gnarly. I mean, okay, we'll put it that way. It looked like somebody was chopping wood and missed.
Yeah, that.
Dang, they took you to a chop shop, bro.
No, dude, it went from like
Like a butcher. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, it's not a pretty area to have filleted wide open.
I figured the wife used like a drop point or something. I didn't realize she busted out the cleaver.
Dude, she grabbed the chainsaw. What the hell are you talking about?
Did you know chainsaws are originally invented for surgeries, not cutting trees? That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true.
Manual chainsaws back in the
I
war.
did not know that.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty crazy. So I haven't verified it, but that's what I heard.
I'll go along with that. They had to cut your limbs off somehow.
I guess it was something about cutting the pelvis during birth or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, it was something the lady hit me with a fun fact that she read somewhere. Don't know if it's 100%.
See, the thing is, you got to wreck that thing way beyond before they give birth. So, so it's all wide open.
Oh,
my dad said.
I'm just waiting right now. I'm waiting for YouTube just to nuke the channel. Hey, I'm waiting for the incoming.
It hasn't been that bad. Like if you had it advertised for kids, then I could see it being a problem like that. But it hasn't been that bad.
Hey, MC has been out there hanging in the whole time. Let's just give the guy credit.
Yeah,
he's a good dude, man.
MC's a trooper.
We're gonna go shoot, and I'm gonna give him my contact info, and we're gonna go shoot at his range.
Are you gonna actually produce a video?
Oh, MC will. MC always putting out good videos.
Oh yeah. No, I'll just be, like a footnote. Or I'm so fat it'll be a feet note.
I just need to make a trip to Michigan and make a day out of it with MC and Moo.
Oh, dude, that'd be great.
I love going up there anyway. I just hate your football teams, especially right now. Beat us 2 years in a row.
Whoa, man! You already stole Jason. You can't steal Moo too.
He's only one state away, though.
Hey!
He's
come
easy
on
to steal.
I called dibs on that hot tub like a year ago. Get the hell out of here, man.
So we all know. Let's just air the cards on the table. We know Moo doesn't want you hanging in his hot tub after you went hanging in the hot tub with Midnight and he released that photo. I'm pretty sure I can go back and pull the photo up.
No, that went down different. I came to hang out, got a room, had a hot tub, and I was like, yo, you guys want to come over and chill? Yeah, come on over. And then, nobody showed up. So I had to hang out with the hot tub and the females by myself. Wasn't a bad evening.
Until the turd started floating in the pool.
Photoshop. Come on now. Come on.
And then the big brown shark came.
Now, here's a range day idea. How awesome would this be? I come up to Michigan. We get together. It's me and Moo and MC. And then we get Eagle Run to fly up there to Michigan. And we all have a range day together.
I don't hear you talking about taking Gene, Devin, or Jason.
New York Outcast.
Well, they can all.
Jesus.
Well, MC and
Well,
the reason I brought up Eagle Run is because him and MC are tight. So we get him up there. We could do this though. Michigan, that's probably not that far of a drive for Rob either.
Look at him sweetening the pot. Full access to 400 yards and 120 acres.
Oh my.
And
we got to have a Michigan range day.
Is this going to be a weekend thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Once I get there, I might
Oh,
not
it's
leave.
sounding good.
It was like, hey, I may just pitch a tent on the damn property and never leave. Squatters' rights.
I'll
Well, hey,
I'll
since
be
nobody's
camping
going
out
to
on my
say
truck.
hi to Pat in a bunker, I'm going to say hi to Pat. Pat, it's great to see
Oh,
you.
hi.
What's up, Pat?
Yeah, I said hi in the
Feedback.
chat. I just didn't want to step on anyone talking.
I'm half drunk. So
We'll get working on it, man. Where's the other half?
I didn't get an. Well, I went out to the fridge in the garage. That's when I told you guys I was going on the beer run, and I realized that I had a lot less than I thought I had. I think I spent
hate
it.
when that happens.
I know. I burned it all up yesterday when I went on a 9-hour streaming thing.
I
You're
know.
drinking at 11 o'clock in the morning.
He shoots me a text like, "Hey, I'm going to be going live here in like 20 minutes. You want to join?" And I'm like, "Damn, I'm nowhere near internet." You know?
Yep. What'd you go for 4 hours, Chris?
3. We went for 3 on my chat. Took a break for a while. Then I did the Georgia Sheeting Connection. Then I went on Gizzard Gary's.
That's right. I think I owe Gary some money for the swear jar.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're going to start
Probably all
writing
did.
checks, I guarantee you.
That was the first thing I thought
I
of when I
gotta
woke
do
up this
another-
morning. Like,
I got to do another
Go ahead.
stream in a half hour.
Oh, yeah. Hillbilly up.
Yep. Oh, I love Traverse City,
Yeah, dude.
MC.
Gary says possibly.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got scolded one time. I think I remember.
Twice.
I may or may not have been a little intoxicated.
You think?
Well,
Pat,
if
it's
I was a
way too
betting
cold
man-
to go to the gun range, so I might as well do live streams. The weather is terrible here right now.
dude,
Oh,
it is
well,
cold
I
AF
shouldn't-
up here right now.
It's 63 degrees right now here.
Yeah, I think MC said earlier he's got 19 degrees, and I got snow and 25, but it was windy. Man, I walk out to let the dog out, and whew, my mail. I haven't gotten my mail in like 2 days because it's all the way up by the street.
I got 19 degrees here right now. Let me see what the wind is. Wind's pretty shitty too. It's 15-mile-an-hour winds, 19 degrees right now.
Yeah, we had
Okay.
a 50-car pileup down by Grand Rapids, Michigan today.
So at 6:19 p.m., it is 61 degrees.
Well, you should be at the range.
Humidity is 45%, and the wind is 4 miles an hour.
Any of you guys ever been in one of those big pileups?
No, don't want to be.
Oh man, they're
No.
crazy. Technically, I've been in like 2 that I remember offhand, but where they were big enough and all that crap. But it's crazy, man. The one of them, which is the bigger one, was driving along, had my kid, everything was fine, normal snowy day. You should be driving a little slower because it's that type of weather. Come around the corner on the highway and everybody is everywhere. So the only thing you can do is attempt to slow down. Thankfully I had a stick. I downshifted, which helped me a lot because all people behind me just like shot off like missiles into other cars. I was able to thankfully control my slow down a little bit, and basically slid up parallel to another vehicle, but didn't even touch it. It was that close. But I could see these 2 ladies in the car like, oh crap, and the first thing you do is look back behind you where you came from, like, oh shit, got my kid in the back. Man, there was cars coming, flying, going everywhere. Thankfully, I was right next to an exit ramp. Shit, I just punched it, and I got right the hell off the highway. Like, as we were pulling onto the ramp, you heard boom, boom, boom. The car right where we were, there was like 2-3 cars just slammed into those 2 old ladies. Felt horrible. Yeah,
I'll
like,
give you.
but what am I gonna do?
That'll
You know?
pucker you.
Yeah, I got
So-
my kid in the back. Like, I'm not just gonna like take the hit for you. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I don't know. It was a shitty deal, but that was one. The other one, I almost ran over a cop on my way to work. Like, the dumbass was standing in the highway trying to like slow people down. Like, so you're driving and all of a sudden some dude's in the road. Everybody hits the brakes. They're going sideways. So it's like an accident before the accident. Just missed a dude, caught the shoulder, got back up around, and I was able to get through and go to work. But basically both of them, I got out of without a scratch, but they were both damn close. Like, you know, of hitting a cop and getting hit, I guess you should say. So they're pretty freaky when it happen. It goes down quick.
So to respond to MC's comment, he says, sure, it may be warm, but we have 30-round magazines. So do we. We have 50-round drums and 33-round fun sticks.
Michigan's having a lot of shit storm coming down on them right now with gun, though.
I know.
Good.
Michigan, Washington, Illinois. We had ballot measure 114 voted in, but we have a great constitutionalist judge who said that shit ain't flying. Here's a TRO, and so it's like it never happened.
Well, I hope the guys in Michigan have the same luck, because it's looking rough. Yeah, MC's got a good channel. Guys, anybody out there listening, if you're not subscribed to MC, Moo just put the link out there. So
MC has a great channel.
yeah.
He's got all kinds of stuff on there, man. I like it.
Defense that.
Yes, fun sticks are fun. I'm pretty sure I've got a video where I mag dumped a fun stick out of the Glock.
Mag dump. That sounds so dirty.
I know, right?
All right, are we going to go for a few more minutes here?
Probably like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll shut her down before.
All right, I'm going on a beer run. I'll be right back.
You might as well just take.
Dude's got to get a mini fridge down there.
Dude,
I know.
right
You know,
behind
how
me.
cool is my wife? She came in here and she said, why don't you put a refrigerator in your studio?
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
that's cool. Yeah.
Take the
Wife's
one.
cool with it. I'm definitely getting one.
Take the one from the garage and put it in the
Nah,
studio.
it's too big. I want a small one that, yeah.
Yeah, them little cube
Well,
type
if that's-
ones or something.
Yeah.
If that's the case, why don't you just get one of the keg refrigerators, and then you can put a tap right there.
Oh, man. Have draft beer like right here on the desk.
Yeah.
There you
He
go.
told you, Moon knows nice. He's got his little mini fridge right there. Coffee pot.
Get a beer company
Yeah,
to
too.
sponsor the channel. I mean, come on. We're talking. I'm liking where this is going right now.
I'm telling you, I should get like some kind of beer sponsorship, because you know the people that have lasted 3.5 hours listening to this might need a beer.
I don't think that I have done one Wednesday night live chat and not drink during it. So I'm just saying, if there's any beer companies out there listening, I do not have a beer sponsor. We need one. We'll get some like small Ohio microbrewery or something to sponsor the channel. I like where this is going.
And any rum manufacturers out there, keep me in mind. yeah, got no problem participating on this.
Regular rum, or are you talking like spiced rum?
Spice, but I'm not picky. Yeah, I prefer the spice, but I'm willing to try other things.
Ooh,
Or
Maybe 'cause
Folger,
See, you
because I'm drinking Folgers right now.
I guarantee you, Gizzard's probably ready to grab a beer. Because it sounds like Kansas just got beat. Kansas got beat in March Madness. So that means both picks by Biden took a crap. Think about that. He picked Arizona and Kansas to be in the final two. And I think he had Arizona beating Kansas. Well, that ain't happening because both teams went out.
I don't pay attention to the whole basketball thing, but I did get like a little notification that I think Michigan State won. Not sure.
Did Michigan State beat Ohio?
I don't know. No, I got them. Look at it.
Unless you got a family member or friend in it, I just don't see the interest.
The wife just told me, so I thought I would say something. It was kind of funny.
I'm glad my wife's going to Vegas because I just found out she's got a beer stash out there in the fridge. So I'm going to steal her beer for the rest of the night. And she won't know because I'll put it back in there before she gets home.
So
what kind of beer is this? Is this like White Claw or something? Or,
I found she's got Mick Ultra out there for some reason. I can handle that.
Okay. All right.
But she does like that seltzer. I can't do that. That stuff gives me heartburn.
It gives me heartburn too.
Yeah, it tears me up.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to go on Hillbilly's channel, I would not be saying that,
Oh, how cool would that be?
Seltzer.
There is seltzer out there. How cool would that be if I drink seltzer throughout the whole chat?
Well, you just dump one out and then like fill real beer into it and just drink out of the can.
There you go.
Yeah, it ain't going to be cool with that heartburn later.
No, I can't do that.
Pat said he gets heartburn too.
It'll rip me up.
So I've gotten that from like out that Mike's Hard Lemonade, shit like that. That'll give me like heartburn or something. So I don't really drink that shit anyway. But yeah, tried one here or there. But yeah,
I would laugh. I would laugh so hard if you went on his panel and drank a seltzer.
Oh man, there's White Claw out there, Bud Seltzer. Yeah.
How quick do you think it would be before he kicked you off the panel?
I would think he kicked me off. I think it would just be funny to see how long he takes him to notice that I'm doing that.
Oh, no stones if you don't.
Oh, the heartburn though would be just traumatic.
You don't even have to open it. Just like hold it so the White Claw label is there, and then pretend like you're drinking it.
Okay, I'll do it because there are some out there. So we'll just like nonchalantly throw one right into the chat. We'll see how long it takes him to catch on.
I mean, we know we're lucky because he's not going to know the plan because he doesn't watch this.
Please, somebody out there is texting him right now, probably. Bunch of snitches out there. You all know it.
Pat says do it.
I think we probably should.
Yeah, I say go for it, man. Yeah. Have fun with it. So Hillbilly's main thing, I think, is about fun in a sense, or at least he tries to come off that way. So,
Oh yeah, he's not gonna.
so as long as you're having fun with it, I think it'd go good. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Crap, my mic was muted. His thing is about eradicating seltzers. So you think about it. If Chris had a White Claw in his hand, there's got to be a comment or two. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you could finish it and then like straight up crush it on your bench and be like, "That's for you, buddy." Yeah, or something like that. I don't know, something to work with. Now, would Zima have been considered a seltzer?
Oh, it had to be. That stuff was
Zima
terrible.
has
I
Zima has
used
to
to
be
drink
the
that.
original.
All right, that wasn't a problem.
Okay, so does everybody remember that the only way to drink Zima was to put a Jolly Rancher in it to make it taste?
Yeah, or a
decent?
Skittles or something.
Yeah.
That way you can mark your bottle. Yeah, I remember that stuff. That's funny. I like those. I did. I guess they're still big in China or something like that. Supposedly they're supposed to be coming back this year or last year in America. I don't know. Supposedly they're still a huge hit. So just not in America. So I don't know what the deal is.
Malt beverage.
The first time I ever had a Zima, it was free. You know, we were at the Walla Walla Park down in Washington, and somebody had decided to put like Zimas in the water. They were probably watching the fireworks the night before.
So you stole their drinks, right? Call it free.
Hey, they were still there the next day, we found them, and they were nice. You know, pulled them straight out of that chilly, ice cold water, cracked them. We had free beers.
So what'd you think of it?
It was shit.
It was. I thought it was all right. I thought it was better than beer though, because most shit beer, like when you're a kid, it all tastes like shit. In my opinion, it all tastes like shit. Zima wasn't as bad, and the girls always liked it. So if you showed up with Zima, all the girls want to hang out. You know what I mean? So, and if you get busted crossing the tracks, loaded up with Zima in your pockets, the cops just kind of laugh at you and send you on your way.
That's true too. See, Defense Dad's thinking about this all wrong. He said the only way to drink Zima was to have a vagina. No, the only way to drink Zima was to get vagina.
Hey, girls liked it. I'm telling you.
They did like it.
Dude, you show up with Zimas and a bag of Jolly Ranchers or Skittles, that was it. It didn't matter. That was it.
Hey, I'm just saying, I had some wild nights in the 90s with girls that were drinking Zima. That's all I'm saying.
And the vagina, if the top was too hard to get off, you put it.
Oh, well.
I pulled her back a little bit. But you get what I'm picking up and I'm laying down.
Oh, man. That stuff was way better than, like that Mad Dog or.
Oh, that stuff was rough.
The Boone's
Farm.
Mr. Boston's, all that shit, like the $10 liters. Oh, God.
What was it? St. Ives or whatever with
Special brews. Yeah. Those weren't too bad. Some of those, the special brews. Yeah.
That was the malt liquor, wasn't it? St. Ives. That was kind of like.
Yeah, they're like wine cooler malt liquor mix or something like that. You had like fuzzy navel, strawberry daiquiri, stuff like that.
Do you guys remember Country Quencher, the 2-liter bottles, 3 for $5?
Ooh, I don't remember.
No, I don't remember those.
2 liters
So-
of like a wine cooler. They were horrible.
So Pat in the Booker says this went downhill quickly, and MC replied back with, "You missed 2 hours ago. It was
Yeah.
worse."
Yeah, this went downhill a
With
long
the
time
defense
ago,
dad.
Pat.
Defense dads with Rob. He likes Rome too.
Yeah, and first time I had that, I found a bottle on a set of railroad tracks. So
So
Tastes
I
like
didn't
piss.
steal it from anybody.
So Pat, we can compare like the 2 hours ago to your story about prolapsed cows. Yeah, that's probably about a fair assessment. What do you think, Rob?
No, I don't think we were anywhere near that level. I think you guys are just hyping it up. It wasn't that bad. There was a couple moments, but nothing that bad.
So,
I'm
uh,
a bachelor
guess we'll
for the next 2 weeks.
sounds
I
like
am
Chris
for a
is
week.
too.
Yep.
Yeah,
That could
my
be
wife's
problem.
Leaving at
leaving
3 a.m. heading to Vegas.
Yeah, her flight's
sounds
at
like
5:45.
sounds like that could be problems if you two are going to be bachelors and you're like only a few hours apart.
Could be.
She
But
don't
I
get
got
back-
work. That so sucks.
You don't get back until Monday the 3rd.
Sounds like all these girls are going to a badass party.
Yeah. My wife will be back Wednesday night. She's making a quick trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
Pat says, I can tell a story about another one today. Just shoot me a link, LOL. Oh. I actually think we're about ready to close this one down so that Chris can go jump over on Hillbilly's live stream, because that starts here in about 20 minutes. And I've got to eat dinner before, because, you know, diabetes sucks and blood sugars are horrible.
Diabetes.
Yeah. Mr. Moo? You have any- I ate a salad.
Bullshit. You don't eat nothing healthy. You steal a couple bites of your wife's salad
Woman,
because you
Tell-
want to bring her down with you. I know what's
Tell-
going on.
tell Rob how much of your salad that I ate.
Tossed.
It was more than 2 bites, was it not? Yes. It was
That's even worse. You're stealing her food, man.
It was like half her
Her
salad.
good food.
Steals
It's
her
even worse,
food.
bro.
Steals her food. Doesn't buy her flowers.
I know. Like what
Make-
that
Makes
Yeah.
her buy me coffee.
this is the problem these days.
Okay, Moo, you got anything you want to plug before we get the hell out of here?
No, man. Good talking to you guys. Well, I'll do this before Chris does. Go check out the Suppressor Heritage Rough Rider video that I just put a link in the side chat before it gets taken down.
And don't try this
And,
at home.
with the proper use of a hand towel. So you guys all have a good night. I'll probably see you in other chat since I'm a bachelor.
Mr. Chris from the 740, you got anything that you want to plug?
I just need Moo to send me an email so I can invite him on my Wednesday night live chats. We got to get him on once in a while. We'd have
You know,
a blast.
I can always forward him the link.
I would like that if you would do that. That would be great.
So when you send it to me, I'll forward it to Moo, and you'll be able to get his email address when I do that.
Okay, I got it in the side chat too, so that'll help. What do I want to plug? Let's plug. What do we got tomorrow? We got Georgia Trapping and Fishing, 2 Eastern. Foreign and Domestic at 7 Eastern. And don't forget, we're going to be having a lot of fun Wednesday night on the Wednesday Night Live chat. 3,000 subscriber party. So make sure everybody comes over and checks that out. And that's what I got. Thank you. Thank you, G, for the link.
You are welcome. And yeah, so MC, if you send me your stuff, I will forward it on to Live Moo.
Oh, good. Now I don't have to make a run to the gun shop and drop my card over there for him. So that'd be cool.
He
man.
he says I'll send my info to you. Pass it to Moo. So I will do that.
Nice.
Mr. Rob D, the New York Outcast, anything you want to plug before we get the hell up out of here?
Sure. He already left. I don't know. He probably got locked in his own damn house. But I'd plug Bald and Curious. Go check the guy out. Send him some love notes. He's going through a rough time. Send him some cookies. Rub his tummy. Say hello for me. Other than that, eat a salad. Thanks for the invite, and have a great evening.
You are welcome. And I guess I'll say if your ARs are lonely, go check out R&L Displays and buy them a companion. So later, everyone.
It's over. Get out of here.